never let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless. It's your chance to be ruthless. It's your chance to be ruthless. They don't wanna see me make it, they don't wanna see me care. Anytime I make some progress, I can see that they compare. I think everyone's against me, maybe something in the air. Am I paranoid? I swear a void is forming and they're scared. I walk a straight path, not many can say that. I like to play fast, cross me and there's payback. You better pray that I don't see your face at any place that I go. I know you hate that. I've been doing fine, I'm not wasting any more time. I live for the fight and the climb, and I think that the pain that's deep inside is what defines. So I won't give up, I'm gonna make it to the top. I don't care what's in my way, I swear I'm never gonna stop. I could fall flat on my face and I swear I won't get back up, cause I don't deserve a thing and the road ahead is tough. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown.
Hello, my pretties. Okay, we're gonna listen to some calls, but let me get to Alex here. Alex is beautiful. We all know this. Let's see. In the links are her channel and Jen Lu. I want to thank them so much for letting me know about these calls, for always protecting me and my name. So this is worth commentary with them, and boy, they are funny. Let's see, what else did I put in here? Let's see. You guys, this is really important for me to do. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. I really do. I always say that. Hi, I'm glad you're here. Now, this is okay. Okay, people. I got to breathe. I'm not going to let anybody lie on my name. I'm not going to have anybody twist the truth. I'm not going to let anybody lie on my name. Okay, these are new, not jail calls. These are prison calls. Because remember, Letecia now is in Colorado. And we got a mystery person. I don't know if it's a significant other or whatever. But she said, I'm going to point out some things. Okay? And when I tell you guys pay attention, please pay attention. I don't mean it that way, but the things that are being said. She said in there, because she talks about me, she talks about Allie and Jen Lu, the Ward case files. I want to knock her out. That's what the mystery lady says about me. I wish harm on nobody. Nobody. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Now, as people know, we'll get started here in a minute. Now, let's see, when was this? Oh, God, let me think. Let me look. Okay, I did a couple lives with the letters that have always been out. Now, let's see. Okay, people that know me, look at the name of my channel, Conversations of a Killer with Kit. That's the name of my channel. Okay, keep that in mind, people. That's the name to my channel, and it's always been that way on this channel. So I don't hide nothing. I say what I say, and I don't make shit up, and I don't deceive people. A month ago, I did a quick live about Letecia moving to a different prison, and I happened to say in that live, if people listen to it, you don't have to, people. If you don't believe me, go listen. I said I'm going to reach out to Letecia. And I did reach out to Letecia because I wanted to ask her about what happened in Kansas. And I did. It's not like I do. No secrets. And then I was gone for a while because I had some family stuff going on. And 13 days ago, I did another live with her in it. Yeah, and we'll get to that. So this is, the calls are very interesting. She's not going to lie on me. This person is not going to lie on me. Okay? I'm not going to have it. Okay. And I'm not mad or anything. I'm just frustrated because I've been so honest with my relationship with Letecia since 2020. I went through a lot with people, and it was a learning experience for me. And I did not hate on her like everybody else. Okay? I did not. For 3 years, I did not. She knew when I asked her, you could hear in the phone calls before, okay, from El Paso. I asked permission. Can I share this? I asked her permission with the letters. I thought I'd share with the people. It was no secret. I'm like, here, this is my relationship with Letecia. This is what or if there would be a letter that's off, like with her mind, because I'm like, oh my God, she's going crazy. Do you know what I mean? People that have been around for 6 years know that about me, but the newer people don't. And either you believe me or you don't, or you go to the people that were here 6 years ago. Okay? Okay. So there's that. Okay, we're going to get to it, people. Hold on. Allie sent me a link. I'm going to go to it right now. Here we go. And I want to thank them. Hold on a minute. I gotta. Oh, why did it come to me? Hold on a minute. I'm going to her channel. The link she sent me went right to me. No, we are going to her channel. There we go. She's doing a premiere of it right now. So go sub up to, I'm sure everybody is, to Allie and the Work Case Files. Thank you for getting these calls. Thank you for letting me review it. I mean, so soon. I appreciate that. I know they cost a lot of money. And here we go, people. And I'll try not to stop a lot, but I want to make it transformative or whatever. But I got to call things out, right? No one's gonna lie on any of us on YouTube.
Call, press 2. If you would like to permanently block your number for hello, this is a free call from an incarcerated individual at Denver Women's Correctional Facility. This call is subject to recording and monitoring. To accept this free call, press 1. To refuse this free, thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi.
Oops,
Hi.
sorry, guys. Okay.
I think I was back. I was like, oh my gosh.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I know I shouldn't have stopped. I couldn't help myself. Hi, Sherry. I want to say hi to everybody. Hi, Allie B from Tennessee. Good day, mate. And I think I seen Bullshit here. Bullshit's known me too. She's known me for 6 years. Allie's known me. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Let's get to it. I'll shut up.
Back. The what?
I said, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just relaxing. I was watching some TV and just chilling, really. Not really that great out. I mean, it's not that cold or anything, but the sun's not even really out, so. I was just laying here and kept closing my eyes, and then I called GTL, and they told me that you'll have to probably grieve it from there.
Oh, God. Never mind.
Yeah. I'm like, well, she doesn't even have, like, GTL from there or anything like that.
I'm not there, yeah.
Yeah, so, I don't know.
That's weird, though, because that's GTL's money. So it's like, basically, they just keep the money. It's GTL keeping the money, not Kansas, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and you only have, like, 90 days to, like, refund it, or else they just keep it.
Yeah.
So.
Because, you know, they always somebody stealing people's money.
I know, right? That's what they do.
Yeah.
How much did you have on there?
I think it was like 56 because either my stepmom or my aunt, one of them must have figured it out and had just put money on there.
Oh, really? They're probably like, dang it.
It had to be one of them because they had wrote a message and Red had told me that they wrote a message and then but I never got to see it because obviously I went out to the yard that morning and then of course I never returned.
Oh, that sucks.
She may have wrote, but she didn't write you back, so she might not have wrote anybody back to say I was gone because they might have turned it off right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, well, I mean, I could text her and just tell her that you're there and. This and that, whatever.
Yeah, well, her number's on her now, so I can call
Oh,
her.
shoot.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay.
guys.
All right, cool.
Yeah, all my numbers got added. I think they added it a little bit ago.
That was quick. Didn't you just do it yesterday?
Yeah, yesterday she said she was turning in to the guy and he would have to look over it, whatever. But all the numbers were the same except yours. So
Yeah.
yeah, so he probably just saw that those same numbers were already approved from before, so you know.
Yeah, so it was pretty quick. It was just mine that they had to do.
Yeah. Did you get a message? Like, usually they send a message to ask to approve it.
Oh, I didn't even look.
Oh, no. They might not do that. They might not do that anymore because now they ask for, like, full information, like name and address and all that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, because I didn't get anything. And then when I seen that, I was like, okay, I'm just going to answer every Colorado call until I know her.
So these crazies are at it again?
Oh.
Yes.
Who's crazy? Who's crazy? Add it again.
Oh, God.
I want to tell you, but I want to see. I don't think that they're going to get phone calls because I looked it up and it said no because they can't profit from it there. And they don't usually do that anyways. I think they just did it because you moved from before. And they passed a law like in August of 20, like just after as you got like left basically. Yeah. So in months they had to like do something with like how they, because I guess they have to do. I don't know.
I just can't with this lady. I gotta speed it up, guys. Obviously, you do not know how to do your research. It's public record. And there's that. So we will get the calls.
Oh, I forgot. It's like pretty much, I don't know if our phone calls are free because they said that our phone calls will be free now. Do they do that?
No. Wait, who said that?
It said it on the internet that some law passed that they're building onto where our calls are free. So they can't like profit off like selling like calls and stuff like that.
Wait a minute. So you didn't pay for this call?
Well, I put it on advance.
Okay, yeah.
Thing, but I don't know.
You're saying it hasn't started yet, but they passed it.
Yeah, well, they passed it in 2023, and then gradually they were going into that. So by now, it should be that way. So I'm not really 100% sure.
That might be why they have something on here about that advance pay thing. It's like a notice, and it says like, due to some kind of changes in law, it says something about their advance pay people have to do it through advance pay, that you can't call them, and they add a debit or something. It was saying, I didn't know. I was going to call you people.
Oh my God.
Maybe that's why. I did put 30 on there, but I don't know if I'm being charged or not. I didn't know. On the Securious, they have like all these different things that you put money on. I'm like, what? But then there's like a separate thing for JPay, and then you can go in the messages there. There's like two separate things. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on with this. But I was like, I don't even know where I'm putting money or what I'm doing, but I want to make sure you can call. I don't know, but they said that they passed something, and they can't, and like the outside can't profit off buying phone calls with that law. So I don't know, but I'm praying not.
Why are you praying not? Are you going to say some things and make up lies and twist the truth about people? We shall hear. And let me tell you something, mystery woman. I don't care who you are. I don't want to know who you are, okay? Because I want no harm coming to anybody. Like me as a creator, I have to take that on, but I don't want no one to harm me or come to me or find out anything about me. And I feel the same way about you and any other person, just so you know. Just so you know, okay?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
You there? Hello?
Hello, this is...
Try to call back. Hello?
The caller has hung up. Hello, this is a prepaid collect call from Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank God. I'm like, oh no.
I think it's because, like, when the thing, it's hard to get a call in because everybody's on the tablets, you know what I mean? And it uses the tablets to call.
Yeah, that's weird to me.
Oh, because
I think that's weird. Have you ever heard they use the tablets to call? I'm confused.
hearing like a little click, kind of like randomly.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh.
So the headphones have the little, the little piece you turn off and on. So I kept doing that, but like I guess you couldn't hear me because of the bandwidth.
Oh.
Yeah, because everybody probably uses their tablet all the time,
Yeah, I know. I'm like, oh no, call me back. Did you hear me?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm trying, but I can't get service. It's basically like a cell phone. If you don't got service, it ain't gonna connect.
Yeah, that's so weird that like you can hear me, but I could not hear you for nothing. It kept like clicking. Yeah. Sorry.
I will have to say though, mystery woman, your voice sounds familiar.
What you doing?
I'm good. I just went outside for a couple hours, and then I went to class about dealing with emotions, and then I have class again at 1 o'clock, and then class again at 3 o'clock.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
So
what I want to say with Letecia, when was she convicted? 2023, right? She sounds like it's no big deal where she's at. It's strange to me how she seems so comfortable being in prison. I don't know.
Yeah, and then after class at 3 o'clock, we have to lock down for 4 o'clock count, and then 5 o'clock we come out.
That's cool. So you're mostly out.
Well, I'll be out all the time once I make level 3.
Yeah, which should be long.
Yeah, it should be long, but you can do everything then. You can go, like I want to make it before the end of the month because they have surge coming up. Remember when I told you it was like this group where the men come over from the male facility and we do like it's like a bunch of lifer men, and they come over and talk to the girls. And we talk about like everyday life, like prison, and we do like sessions and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And then we got a comedy show the 28th, I think. And then of course we get church every Sunday at 9, and then another one at 10, and then another one at 6 p.m., which is kind of behind bars. And then we do yoga on Mondays at 9 o'clock in the morning. And then let's see what else do we got coming up. Yeah, once I make level 3, I'll go do all that stuff, library, gym, that thing.
Yeah. I called all the courts, and they said that you'll have to send a letter letting them know that.
Well, they don't know how they think I'm going to send a letter, because everything I have is in Kansas.
No. I wonder, I told them, I'm like, well, she just got transferred. She's in intake. She has nothing, like, right now. And, yeah. And they're like, well, she's going to have to send, like, some kind of proof. And I'm like, you guys are so frustrating. It's like, I'm telling you.
That's the thing about it. They have a law that you have to let them know your address change within 14 days. But I'm not going to have my stuff within 14 days. I've already been here 9 or 10. So that's why I asked you to call, because it's like, you would think common sense. They would be like, oh, okay, well, she's an intake. Let me, put something on here to say, it'd take longer than 14 days because, she won't have anything for 14 days.
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah.
I know, I was like getting so frustrated. I'm like, seriously, she is. So can you just,
boring.
I mean, I'm not going to lie about her. Her address is at Denver. Like, why would I send you to Denver? You know?
I forgot to tell you, you can let Eric know too.
That what?
He might already know, but if you could let Eric know that I'm back at B-Dub.
Oh, okay. I'll email him and let him know.
You know what I'm talking about, right? Sandler?
Yeah, I do.
No, okay.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, I wanted him to.
Yeah, they're talking in code here. They're talking in code here. They're talking in code.
Just let him know whatever. He already knows.
Okay. Yeah, I'll email him today and let him know.
So my friend still says she got a life sentence when she went back.
Yeah. It says life sentence and then something else added.
What?
Yeah.
I don't understand that because so it still says felony murder, right?
Yeah, it does.
I don't understand that. That's crazy because she wasn't even. That's crazy. She was driving a car. That was it. Wow.
Yeah, I was like, seriously? What did she do?
Okay.
Remember, you had looked it up.
I do want to say, because this is what I do, I did reach out to 2 inmates that was in prison with her. One of them has responded back to me in the sense of, I said, hey, can I ask you some questions about a lawsuit in Letecia? She said, yeah, but depending what you're asking. And then one, I'm not paying anybody for anything. I just, have questions. And that's what I do. So.
You know that time I read it about the smoke shop getting robbed and this dude went crazy and he was hearing voices and he killed the guy at the smoke shop, but she was in the car. Yeah, she was in the car.
She wasn't even involved, really. I mean, just being there, got her in that. That's crazy.
Because they have a law here, it's a complicit law. So, like, they're saying that she knew he was going to do that.
They're talking about Kansas and a law. Let me tell you somebody. I know somebody that got 25 years because a girl got sold dope. Okay, the lady is a YouTuber, was a YouTuber as a matter of fact, and I've talked to her before. She was an IRL YouTuber, and she got the stuff from the dealer, but delivered it for the dealer to this girl, and she OD'd. She got charged with murder and got 25 years. Just like the dealer.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Well, how can they determine that? How can you really know that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it says life without parole, 4 years.
4 years.
Oh wait, she's in county. It says it says current facility, LA Vesta or whatever, correctional facility, and then that's where she was. Never mind, that's where she was in jail. But no, she's in the correctional facility right now.
Oh, okay, so she went back to county for her trial, so that's what she was looking at.
Yeah, that's yeah, it says life plus 4 years.
Plus 4?
Yeah.
I must have added something when she went back. I really was rooting for her because she was the one I told you that when they went
Okay, I want to say hi to everybody quick so nobody thinks I'm rude. Hey, Bullshit, I talked about you. I told the people you've known me since for 6 years, and you know the whole situation with me and Letecia. These newer people don't. I want them to learn, though, and understand. Hi, how are you? Let's see. Hi, Michelle. It's been a while. Hey, Rhonda. Been a while. So this is Letecia. This is last month. This is prison call. I put jail, but it's a prison call with her new person. I don't know if it's a significant other. I call her the mystery lady. And who put these calls out is, and thank you very much, is Alex and Jen Lou paid for these. And thank you for letting me go through these right away, right? Because usually you give them 24 to 48 hours just for respect, right? But she let me do this now, thank God, because I need to put this girl straight because she's twisting the truth to Letecia about stuff. And I don't appreciate that.
Went back to the shop. She literally parked her car right there. Like, if you knew somebody was going to go do that, why do you park your car right there? Like, it's on a side street, but under a camera where they could see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you get life for that even though? I mean, maybe just a couple of years, maybe, but come on.
At least like accessory or something, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I was really hoping that she would have got that word. Dang. And it says she's back at Letecia?
Yeah.
Dang.
No, it's good you weren't transferred there.
Huh?
Glad you weren't transferred there.
Oh, I know. Yep. And then when I got back here, my friend Roxanne, I got back here and I asked my other friend, I was like, where'd Roxanne go? Can you tell her to come over here? And she was like, my friend was like, yeah, but that's going to be a problem because she's in Letecia too. I'm like, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're
like, yeah, some of the girls that I was up here in this mental health unit with before, like Vanessa I knew from county. I was with her the whole time in county, but because she sat in county like 2 years. And then I met Roxanne when I got here, but when I left, I didn't get to tell Roxanne bye, and because I left in the middle of the night, and we had just celebrated my birthday, and then we had done we did my birthday and we did someone else's birthday that following week. I think that was like 13th or whatever, and they took me in the morning. So
yeah.
So I guess you had probably. Yeah, my friend was like, yeah, she woke up and went to your room looking for you. I was like, why is all her stuff on? And then you're gone. But yeah, so I guess she had like got here, did really good, got in the dog team and was like a dog handler. And then I guess she got into a relationship with somebody and then it became abusive. This is a story I was told. I want to hear, but it became abusive and then they talked with her position with the dog team.
What did she just
and then
say?
I guess the option.
Did she just say, hold on a minute, she don't want to hear about a friend's relationship?
Abusive. This is a story I was told. I want to hear, but it became abusive, and then they talked with her position with the dog team, and then I guess the option was that they, send her there for a little break. But the thing about it there is, if you get sent there, you can't because she gets one little write up, she's getting sent back here and she's going to close custody.
Oh, really?
It's so petty, so much more pettier there because it's more of like they expect you to. It's got to be everybody that never gets in trouble that goes there,
Oh.
So one little thing though, sending you back here in close custody, and that was what she got out of it. When she came to this program mental health, she was in close custody, was getting in trouble, fighting, whatever. And she was a lifer, she was life sentence without trouble. But she was just like, dang, I don't want to live in close custody my whole life,
Yeah.
So she came up through this program and got her. Got her out of trouble, whatever. I would pray with her, and she's like, I'm really good. And she did, but then I guess that situation cost her. So I guess they moved her there to to let it settle,
Yeah.
So yeah.
She's been there for a while.
Well, she just left. They said she just left 2 months ago from here.
Damn. Well, good thing you aren't there. It's probably better where you are.
Yeah,
actually.
she's been here in prison for a while, but she just went there on the van.
Oh.
That's what the counselor was telling me, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks that she doesn't have. I mean, she doesn't even deserve life like that. That's crazy.
Oh Jesus!
Vanessa, yeah, oh yeah, Vanessa, yeah, that's
If
Vanessa.
you
I was
take
talking
a
about right
life,
Oh, right.
if
Oh,
you
okay.
take a life,
there. Yeah,
you should get life. Now, some of you might not believe me because of my relationship with her in the past, but remember, people, I was believing in innocent till proven guilty. Until the trial, man. Until the trial. Knowing what she did, knowing she lied to me. But when you do something to a child, death penalty. I don't care. I don't care. I'm saying it. I don't care. A lot of people don't believe in that, but I don't care. This is how I feel. And I want to say hi. Who just came in here? Hi, J13. Letecia, I get lost. I get lost with her too.
yeah, Vanessa, that was crazy. I mean, that situation always just blew my mind that our justice system did that with her because that's sad.
Yeah. That is sad. I wonder what happened with that. I wonder if I can find anything.
Yeah, because I wonder if she went to a new trial and they just found her guilty again or what. I mean, like common sense, she drove the car, obviously, but I don't think that should account for felony murder.
Yeah.
Because like, you have to prove that she was going to rob the store or the guy was going to rob the store. And like the DA, of course, you know who her DAs were, the same one. The lady that walked around like wobbling, you know, the same one I had. Like, she is Bonnie to his Clyde. But that's why they returned the case back to county because they were like, they couldn't say that because that would be insinuating or implying that, you know, these two went on these sprees all the time and she didn't even know the guy really. So and they had never been in trouble before together. So
yeah,
call her Bonnie and Clyde. So that's why that was one of the reasons they overturned her. I read that.
Yeah. That's messed up. I mean, how would they even prove that?
They'd have to prove that you knew that a robbery was going to take place. But the crazy thing about it was at scene, there was I think it's called the vape. There was vape, and the vape had the victim's DNA on it and the dude's DNA on it. So you know they smoked a vape together.
Right.
So would someone just go in there and just rob somebody, go in there and be like, you have to know somebody to be like, hey, you want to smoke a cigarette? You know, or hey, you want to, you know, or something.
Right.
You know.
They really screwed up.
Like, there was cash in the register left. I think it was like $1,000 left in the register, so the money weren't gone. So they were basically saying it was just items, like smoke shop items that was gone. And that's how they proved it.
Grabbing like cigarettes or something.
Well, I guess some like bongs and stuff, maybe. I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. It was a weird thing. Like I remember her trial was only like 2 days long, and it was just like nothing because there was like nothing.
Yeah, I'll have to look and see if there's any updates with that.
Yeah.
I'll look and see when I get off with you, and I'll email Eric too.
Oh man.
I can't even prove that. I'm so happy you're there. I like literally when I seen you release, I was like, oh my gosh, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
What time did you know?
I knew about 3:30 on that Monday.
Oh, it took you that long to know? Okay.
What time? When did you go?
I was at 9 a.m.
Oh, 9 a.m. Oh, they didn't update anything till like about 3:30ish.
Oh, I'm like,
yeah, about that. So I went on there. At first, it showed. Wait, how did it go? I think at first I went in there and it showed that you were there. And then a little bit later, I'm like, oh, let me see if, you know, whatever, I might write or whatever. And then I looked in there and it showed that you're released. And so I looked it up on what that means, you know?
yeah.
And I was like, oh my.
I'm sorry, guys. I know. They want, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if she's been. Oh, has she washed her greasy hair? Mystery Woman's emails, Eric. I sure hope the Mystery Woman is watching because she's going to get some things straightened out here.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. Like, I was literally in, like, I don't know. I can't even explain how I was in tears.
Oh,
my
my
prayers
God.
have been answered.
I knew something was up. I literally was standing on the yard in yellows and I put an orange suit and boots. And I saw a van up there. And I just like, you know, it crossed my mind for a second, but then I was like, whatever. And then when the captain came down to Hartnett, I already knew. But they already told everybody to go inside. And I didn't see Hartnett until after people had went inside, and they were making it sound like I was going to property. So I thought I was going to pick up my lamp I ordered, so I could put the oils on it. So I thought I was going to get my lamp. I'm like, oh, I guess they're going to come, because they were like, hey, property, call me. I'm like, oh, cool, I'm probably going to get my lamp. But then everybody else was going inside some yard. And so because I had left my with outside, everything. So I just was like, okay, cool, all right, you don't need it. And then I did
I thought they would get you in the middle of the night. I honestly thought they were going to come and get you in the middle of the night. And they actually came during the day.
I don't think that's when they were supposed to get me, because when I got here, it was like 5 p.m.
No, they usually get, okay, I'm not 100%, but from what I know, they get the people in the middle of the night. So someone's lying here.
when we got here, Mountain Time. So like when I got here, I never got to go through intake again. So I didn't even have an ID or anything because I never went back through intake. So when I got here, the lady was like, wait, you're here? You're not even supposed to be here till tomorrow. That was the lady here said that.
Oh, really?
That told me right there that they probably weren't picking me up so late at night. But they were probably thinking that someone had, snuck and told somebody, so they changed it up, earlier,
Yeah.
They thought when I got here, I got put in a cell and no one knew I was here. And so 2 days went by, I'm like, I'm knocking on doors to the man. I'm like, I should have been out. I don't have anything. I don't even have shit.
God, Letecia talks fast. Hold on. Hold up. Jesus. Hi, KB. Hi, everybody.
I can't brush my teeth. I don't have nothing. He was like, who are you? And I was like, oh, they just got you back here. I said, no, I've been back for 2 days. He's like, oh, okay. And then these other people kept coming by, and 2 more days went by. It was finally a Thursday, and I had literally was about to be on a meltdown, girl. I was in there losing my mind. At this point, I had started becoming delirious, because you know how I get.
Yeah,
I don't
what I was
sleep,
afraid of.
Yeah, and then I've got so much anxiety and stress, and then I start disassociating, and that's exactly what I did. And girl,
I felt your pain.
Freaking out. Yeah, I started freaking out, and I was like, okay, now. I said, so then I started telling the people, I don't remember any of this, but they told me this, and they started telling us, hey, do they do assisted suicide in this state? What?
Oh, God.
I told you that I was like, Stauch, we don't do it. What are you talking about? This country don't have that. And he was like, you were adamant. Like, yes, they do. He was like, you were talking about all the people that did it. And I was like, yeah. I said,
oh, man.
Leave me in a room like that. I had nothing.
No.
And so I started going crazy. And so I probably didn't help either while they were like, okay, it weren't even like 2 hours, girl. They had me over here in the mental health unit. Like, girl. They probably were like, Kansas.
I've never heard anybody sound so happy to be in prison, especially back in Colorado prison. I mean, she left there because she was having problems there. And then she had problems in Kansas. Now she's back there. I feel for her, Mom.
Tried to make her crazy, and now she's really gone crazy. Let's get her over there in the mental health pod.
It's like, y'all don't understand. I just need to move around. I need to get out. I can't be cooped in this room. I'd be the same way, though, if I was stuck like that. I'd be saying all kinds of stuff. I'd be like,
I mean, people should do a study on that, because, put something on people's brains, put little caps on their brains and monitor that when you leave someone in a room like that. I mean, I'm sure somewhere somebody has done that, but that's the same shit I was doing in El Paso County. When I got thrown in that room like that, I was segregated for 13, 14 months by myself.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know what was going, what was coming. I didn't know anything in the world going on. I didn't have the first newspaper. I didn't even know who had won the presidency. So it was just crazy. That messes with your brain. And
I think that's funny. She didn't know who won the president. Yeah, you know what she did? No, she wrote letters, but she did write when she started writing letters that, she was like crazy, right? She gave the wrong name for the president, but Letecia does things, like I talked about this with Analyzing Life and Jules Letecia talked to other people besides me. Letecia was the one feeding us information, and she picked and chose who she wanted to give certain information to that would put it out there. Okay? Letecia is studying us. Just know that. Know that.
Yeah. After 4 days sitting in there. So then once I got over here in the mental health pod, the guy was like, "Oh, you just got here," and I'm looking at him. I said, "If one more person says to me, you just got here," and I've been sitting over here for 4 days. It's crazy.
You have 1 minute left.
Oh, we have 1 minute left. That's crazy. I was feeling it too because I could not sleep. I was tossing and turning all night until I found out, like, you wrote me. I was like, man, I need to send her some money so she has some money,
Oh.
something.
I'm glad you did that because, listen.
Okay.
You want me to hang up and call you back?
Yeah, hang up and call me back. Okay. I'm just going to hang up. Alrighty.
The caller has hung up. You may start the conversation now.
Hello. That's so cool. You can call me back.
Hello.
What were you going to say?
What was I talking about?
We were talking about how I sent you money. I was thinking, oh gosh, she's not going to have anything, and this is all I can do for her right now.
Yeah, no. So I would have put in a canteen order that day if I would have known, but I didn't know. Like someone told me that you probably would have. I was like, she's probably thinking the same thing. I said she's probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. Like, these people can't do this. It's probably just shit. They let me do this, but I didn't put it in. So I was sitting there,
you know me.
no hygiene, no nothing. And I was like, oh my God, but I put the order in yesterday, so I won't get to the next week. But but they brought me, this one girl brought me some sour shoes to use. And then the lieutenant that was here last time, I just went up to her. I was like, I saw her, but they kept saying the lieutenant with a different name. And I was like, I don't know who that is. But she had got married, and I didn't know that. So when I see her walk in, and I was like, I called her over, and I was like, hey, look, check it out. They didn't give me nothing. She was like, what? She's like, usually they let you bring a few items, on transport, that's open or whatever. And I was like, girl, I got nothing. So she was like, okay, I got you. So then she went down somewhere and talked to
I wonder how they transported her. For real? Was it a plane? Was it a van? What? Remember when she was transported from Florida to Colorado? She tried to escape. She hit that cop. I'd be nervous wreck. I'd probably shoot my own foot. Oh my God. That's funny.
someone. Within like 2 days, they had brought me some deodorant and shampoo and conditioner. And I was like, thank God. And I told her, I said, hey, listen, when I'm able to order, I don't mind putting it back. This is like a pantry closet for people who are indigent,
Yeah.
So I had told her, I said, I don't mind, putting it back in there for whenever, start ordering again and stuff like that. She was like, okay, sure, no problem. She's like, that's for the indigent people, whatever. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't mind doing that. And then I was like, do you happen to have any hair bows and hair ties in there? She's like, okay, I got you. She brought 2 hair ties back too. So
that was
I went ahead and put a body wash on there to put back in her pantry. And I figured if I do like one or 2 little items, I could put a conditioner, shampoo next time, and put a deodorant after. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I sent you more too. I don't know if you got it yet, but I know you got to start all over.
The case manager, she told me, because she was like, wait, she's like, oh, you have 500. She's like, but then you have 400 because we took 20%. I know.
Yeah, I added that.
That's how we got in the conversation about that. So then I'm like, so I was looking at, the whole thing, and she was like, well, you didn't have it all those times. And I was like, yes, I did. I said, I got to have account balances in my property. And then after we checked into it for a little bit, she's just like, oh, we never got it. And I'm like, oh, heck no. I sat with that lady. I go, I knew they were embezzling money. She probably thinks I'm nuts.
It looked like on their end, like you haven't been receiving any money.
Yeah, no, the 20%. Remember how we always talked about they take that 20%. They were putting it towards my Colorado stuff. They were putting it in their.
Well, they should. They should be taking some money from you. You owe a lot of money.
Canvas fund.
Wow.
Yeah, so they'll take that whole forced savings because I added it up. So I mean, I was gone for 18, like 20 months. And they're going to take that whole that check from that thingy.
Yeah.
That forced savings that it was. They'll take that whole thing when they get here because I mean, what was that check? Like $800?
Yeah, it's 800.
They'll take that because all the months that was missing the last time that Godwin thing was when I was here in August of 2023. Yeah. So I asked, how do I find out where all that money is? And she was like, you're going to have to do property claims on it or whatever. Claims on it with them. And I said, I sure am. I'm not letting that happen.
Yeah, I would do it. I want to know. Yeah. That's crazy because they shouldn't even be taking your money. Yeah. They shouldn't even be taking from you because it's not even your fault. That's your money. That $800 is your money, which is kind of cool. I need to update your claim.
Okay.
From,
I think maybe people. I think maybe this is her girlfriend. I could be wrong. I don't know. Could it be Amy 2.0? And like I said, I don't care who you are, mystery woman, because that's what I'm going to call you, the mystery woman. I don't want to know your name. I don't want to know who you are. No worries here. You 8? Oh, put your link in. Yeah, she's got a channel. Okay, we're going to get to the good stuff soon here, people. I got to protect every one of us. Yeah, I kind of wondered that too. She wants her name to get out? You think she does? Interesting.
was it North Carolina? I'm going to have to update that.
I'll tell you about that. They had mailed that to me. They had mailed it to me to fill out. And then the counselor, Miss White there, had me send that paperwork. Remember I told you I finally got that paperwork for the Social Security card? Okay, so she had me send it to her. She copied everything, gave me a proof of address, everything, and we mailed it to the local office in Topeka. But obviously I'm gone before I could get a response back. So I don't know if I need to I guess I could write the Social Security office.
Yeah, you're going to have to write them. I would write them.
The Topeka office, probably, huh?
Yeah, that's where it's at. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, I won't be able to write them until you send me my Kansas stuff. But because all my stamps and everything is in there. And it's different here with Canteen. On Canteen you can only fill in 20 lines. We have it on a tablet. And if you ordered 10 cream cheeses, you could get 10 cream cheeses, and you could get 50 more items, But here you can only do 20 lines. So you think by the time you write, you're like by the time I did mine, I wrote what did I write in there? Shaving cream, because I don't have a razor here, because they don't know where my razor is at. A magic shaving cream, some other things. By the time you get to hygiene stuff, it was already at line 8, So,
yeah,
yeah, so, and then I had to get I have no brush, so that comb, even though the comb was 13 cents, that still was lined,
Yeah, that's added in too.
Yeah, so like I said, if you want to order, one of the lines I put Reese's. So I put 4 Reese's, but
wow.
You can put 4 Reese's, but that only takes up 1 line. But like I said, you only got 1 line.
So as long as it's the same product.
Yeah, so that's why you have to do it just right. If you're going to cook a meal, and you got to get And this is dash seasoning, peppers, onions, and that's already 3 lines there before you even get to your meat. You know what I mean? So you have to be, they don't let you do that. Like in Kansas, like you can order spend your money. It's not bad. It's just you better figure it out. Or if you're ordering chicken, you better go ahead and do all your chicken for the month. You know what I mean? So if you're going to wait the line.
What a conversation. You know, when I would have a conversation with her, I could tell you one thing, though. I didn't ask about her crime. Okay. I did not ask about her crime. But how boring. And I got to say hi. Hi, Miss Barbara. I love you too. I got a lot going on. A lot. I'm going through a lot right now, people. I know it's not a boo-hoo me, but you're my peoples, and I'm telling you I'm going through a lot right now.
You better go ahead and do all right, let's see, I need 5 bags of chicken. Okay, well, let me go put a 5 now, you know?
Yeah. Because you can only do it once a week too, right?
Yeah. And then I got to figure out how to get in contact with Joe and them because Joe, him and Elisa bought that package, this past package, and it already pulled out of his account.
Oh,
I can't get that package. Yeah, I can't get that package because he, you know, it's, I don't know if they still do them here. I think they do, but remember on the tablets there, we could do them.
Yeah, you can do all that.
He had sent me a message and was like, hey, what do you want in your package? And all I did was put everything in the cart, and then I copy and pasted the cart, you know what I'm saying, and sent that through DTL. And so he just ordered it that way. But here, I think I have to do them online or something. I don't know. So I was like, well, I just have to get used to all the different little changes, you know?
Yeah, exactly. I know, me too on my end.
Because like I said, you could do things a lot easier there with stuff like that, but like it's a little bit more difficult here. Like just to order shoes, we can't put, you only get to do a catalog order once a month here. So like we can't turn that in until June 1st. It's already this to May 1st. So that means you won't get it until the first week in July. So that means you won't have shoes until the first week of July. So I asked my friend because she asked anybody like,
oh my God, look who's here.
Sometimes they have.
I'm sorry, I just looked at my chat. Oh my God, look who's here, people. Charlotte's here. Charlotte's here. Hey, girl. Yes, we do need to vent. And you listened to me the other day. And I will listen to any one of you. Anytime, anytime, anytime.
Like when you go to the gym, you can rent gym shoes.
Yeah.
That won't be an issue. Yeah. But I told her to see if there was anybody. And then you know what I thought about? I said, man, if I would have known that, you know, we could have told that dude to left that whole order sitting there like he had it sitting that whole time, you know?
Yeah.
What was his name? The one man you talked to?
That what?
Remember the one guy you talked to here in Colorado? He kept saying, like, it's already tagged with her name on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
She's not interested. Listen to that.
When we were trying to get your stuff, I do remember.
Listen to her tone.
Yeah, so,
you know what? Somebody made that comment. I think maybe you're right. She's not really interested. But it sounds like they're in a relationship. I don't know. I mean, if they are, you know, that's awesome. Okay? Yeah, people have been really good to me. I love you too. Oh, is she okay? What? Your mom, what? Dippy, ooh, wait, Dippy. There's some stuff coming up here. It's going to get better. There's going to be stuff about me. There's going to be stuff about, in this call, about Jen Lou and Alex. And I'm here to set the record straight. Okay, let's get back to it. Sorry, guys. No, I'm so sorry. Oh my God. No. I'm so sorry. That's horrible. I don't even know what to say. Because, okay, like people know, June's always a bad month for me. June 3rd is when my mom died. June 17th is her birthday, and June 19th is when we put her to rest. June's a horrible month. But I'm doing better this year. People, I'm doing a lot better. I've dealt with it a little better. Just so you know.
Like, I should have just left it.
Are you able to get all that? Yeah,
Remember,
well, you should have.
Remember they refunded it. They refunded it, remember?
Oh. So when you lose all that then?
Lose all what?
Because you got a refund for all that?
For the Colorado stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, but I was saying though, you know, if I would have known, I could have been like, yeah, just hold on to it there, you know.
You're right. You could have just left it.
Because
You
then
should have just left.
I came back with shoes and and sweatpants and shorts.
Right. So you can't have shoes until June?
Yeah, because they have a catalog. See, the reason Colorado is different than Kansas is Kansas pays an outside agency to do your camping. So,
Yeah.
You know, charge such an exorbitant amount for food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All the inflation, you know, that has went on. But Colorado does canteen in-house here. So with everybody doing all the orders and stuff like that, you can only do shoe orders, like shoe, makeup, face items, sweats, and stuff like that. They take a catalog order once a month. Because, you know, they get the items here, and then they put your name on them here. Because here they put stickers. They don't do that stamp thing. So, yeah, they do that there. But I'm going to send you all that other stuff if they do send it. The threats and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they do
Okay.
but if they don't. Because Heart Country's like, I'm taking everything.
No, I wonder what he's going to take. Why don't they bring it all with you instead of leaving it all there?
Girl, I know. You know, the counselor and I were talking about it, she's like, oh. She's like, I don't know how we do that. I'm like, well, somebody's got to know because my stuff has to come from somewhere. Like, I'm like, I at least need my TV and hair products. Like, at least the stuff that, you know, I left here with, you know?
Yeah, I mean, wouldn't it just be easier for them to just put it in there with you?
Oh my God.
That's what I thought.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. How did that happen? Look at this typing job. I thought I typed, love you, Charlotte. Look at how it came up. People, I don't know what this means here. I did not do that intentionally. I'm so sorry, Charlotte. I really am. I love you. You know that. You heard me tapping? Tap, tap, tap the room? Yeah. I need to get something where I need a microphone that really works, okay?
But no.
Oh my gosh! Now you got to depend on her pens to do all this stuff.
Yes.
Oh my God!
And it's not. And here's the thing: the property lady Williams, she's good. She'll send it all. It's not her to have to worry about because she kept like whenever he would leave out the building, she kept looking all weird. I was like, "What's wrong, Williams?" And she was like, "I don't know why he's acting this way." And she's like, "I know how to do my job." And I said, "Williams, it's not you. He's going to be difficult because it's me." I said, he doesn't like that I exposed him. He doesn't like that I sued him. He doesn't like that he brought to light things that they were doing. He can't stand it, so he's going to take this out of me. Because she was going to go get all my stuff out the room while I was on the yard. And then, you know, I wouldn't have known, you know what I mean? Because they know I stayed on the yard the whole time. And then she was going to try to have it packed up and ready to be shipped out within a couple of days. But he was being all like, no.
Oh my gosh! Why? That's so ridiculous. He's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
just to make it harder, everything's got to be harder with him.
Oh
And
my
just
God.
to
You're funny.
take one last jab at you. That's all he does.
Oh, what's this about?
We have to go through
Who's she talking about?
to make sure.
Everything's got to be harder with him. And just to take one last jab at you. That's all he does.
Yeah, he's like, we have to go through it thoroughly to make sure. I said, first of all,
Why would they have to do that? Colorado can
that's
do
what
that.
I said. That's what I said. I said, it don't matter whether you go through it or not. I said, Colorado has to go through it anyway, inventory it. And I said, the stuff I can't have, they're going to ask me, do I want to donate it to a shelter or mail it off anyway? So
Exactly.
like all my hygiene, he donated to the thing because he was like, you can't take that anyway because it's unopened. But here's the thing, he shouldn't have made that choice. That should have been my choice, whether I wanted someone, because maybe I wanted a shelter here to have it. At the end of the day, I don't care because it's getting donated to a shelter supposedly, but like he was trying to make it seem like he had lent that to me.
I know you've had it's been rough for you. I know. My mom was my best friend. I love her so much. But people, just so you know, I have dealt with it really good this year. Just so you know, I'm getting through it and I'm not crying or anything. Girl, I know, I'm so stupid sometimes.
Me and he was making decisions. And I'm looking at him like, dude, I purchased all this. It shouldn't matter.
Exactly. He just wanted to give you a hard time.
I don't know.
One last time of just, being a dick, pretty much. That's crazy.
Yeah. I did. I had to say something real funny and smart ass.
I know. I wish I was there so bad. I really, really wish I was there to watch all this.
I bet you do.
Front row seat.
Well, I sure hope Miss Limpy changes. And the lady from Colorado was like, who? I was like, but Harkins was behind me. And I'm like, Miss Limpy. And I said, she limps over here all the time, acting like she's a warden, but she don't do her job around here. So all she does is oppress women. I said, she treats them horribly around here. I was like, I'm surprised she's not on her gator somewhere watching this go down, you know what I mean? And then someone said something to me in the yard, and I was like, all right, see you guys. They're like, oh, we went to, and I was like, talking about her, and her was like, you can no longer talk to them. You're not a KDOC inmate.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I was like, thank God. He was like, we don't do inmate. He was like, we don't do inmate to inmate. And I'm thinking, okay, whatever, douchebag. So yeah, that's all I went out.
What? That's so petty. That's literally petty stuff. All of them are petty, though. Seriously.
Yeah.
I am so glad you're out of there. I've been praying and praying. I was literally at my last with my.
Okay, I think something's coming up here, people. Let's pay attention. Because remember I said she talks about me, Ellie, and Jen Lou. And we'll just wait.
Patience. I really was. I was just like, I can't even handle this anymore. I've been like trying to hold. I mean, you know how like you're at that, like when you're really sad and you can't, like you're at the edge where you're just going to cry at any time.
Yeah.
That's where I was. At work, I was like, I was trying so hard. Anytime anybody wanted to talk to me,
okay,
I'm like,
I'm sorry. I should look at the chat more. Dippy. This comment here, let me tell you something. Okay. I'm going to give it away a little bit of the stuff going on. Dippy, this girl, this unknown lady, told Letecia stuff about you, and I'm a liar. I made up the story about you being related to her through your husband. Your husband is her cousin, but I'm a liar. Dippy don't go talking out her ass like that. And if she did, I'd kick it. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's coming up. We'll get to it. Or the conversation I have with Letecia.
Like trying to hold it in and trying, it was crazy. I was literally at my.
There was not much more I could do either. I was just like, and everybody, the more and more they kept being all weird about, and then hot and Hades, and they're, going crazy about these jellos. And then girl had wrote on the last BNP now that she's allowed to go down to the kennels and watch, or the officers are allowed to go down to the kennels and watch for yellows. And I'm like, this is the stuff that they put on there. And everybody else, you see how those people wrote me back. They know my character there.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
It was getting done wrong.
Let's pay attention. Listen to me. I know you guys are. People are assassinating her character.
They know my character there.
Yeah.
Everybody knows it was getting done wrong. So.
Oh yeah, they all love you there. Yeah, they all love you there. I sent all that.
Yeah, I read those, and I'll probably just have you write them back one more time and tell them I'll check in with them, every couple months or something.
Yeah.
When I can. But yeah, I was reading some of them, and I was dying laughing about Abby saying that her girlfriend cut her hair off and she's her man now. I'm like, oh, no,
yeah.
she done lost it.
I knew you would get a kick out of that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's something going on here with these two.
She done lost. I said, Sandra's done lost it and cut her hair off because her hair was long. Well, I guess.
Yeah. Rita's really upset.
I know.
She is.
I help that girl
like,
she's a cutter, and she tries to kill herself all the time.
Oh.
And,
No.
And I didn't really mean to do it that much. So you know what I mean? Like, so I don't. That's why I got her out of that witching program she was going to, and I said, "This is nothing but the devil doing this. You need to start going to church." I made her.
Yeah, now she is. Yeah, she's telling me. She's like, will you still talk to me and this and that? I was like, oh, I feel bad.
You have
like
1 minute left.
emotion.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she's actually from Colorado Springs, and she her mom, she has a bad childhood too, like me, and then her mom another mom adopted her and changed her name because her real name was another name. Abigail is her adopted name. But she just like most people in there have a whole, crazy lifestyle growing up and stuff like that. And so she just
everybody has. Yeah, everybody has their story, and that's what I understand. I get it. People have their, that's what some people don't understand. Which I want to tell you so much. Huh?
You know what thing's really good is Mr. Clicky from Kansas is gone.
Oh, really?
Remember him that would click and hang up on us?
Thank you for using Securus. Goodbye. Hello, this is a few. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hello.
I think I just call you one more time because I haven't got
Yay!
Oh my God.
You call me anytime. Anytime, day, night, any of it. I'm so happy. You have no idea how happy I am. I can talk to you now.
Oh, man.
I'm so happy. I remember you telling me it's going to be so different in Colorado. I'm like, yay, I get to talk with my bestie.
Oh, it's her bestie.
I told you, girl. I mean, every place comes with its struggles. Don't get me wrong. There's bad in every place, especially during incarceration, But that place was just so much that it was so much that you couldn't even, not even a perfectly fine normal person couldn't take it. And I ain't nowhere near normal. So it was just
none of us are normal.
What about normal?
Yeah, but you have to stay
Hold on.
a perfectly fine normal person couldn't take it.
Even perfectly fine normal people couldn't take it.
And I ain't nowhere near normal. So it was just
none of us are normal.
Yeah, but you have to stay strong all the time. And I'd be like, I'm just so thrilled though. I really do feel those are really good people that I got to know. Those are lifers. And so, I had that friendship with them that long. It was basically like Michaela and me, Michaela and Abby all the time, and me, And so,
I want to say hi to everybody. I'm so sorry. There's somebody new here. Hi, Carolina. How have you been? From my understanding, now I have seen it on myself too on TikTok, where she doesn't talk to her mother. Now, on Allie's panel tonight, it was confirmed through those two also that she has nothing to do with her mother and she's writing a book. And I don't blame her. I mean, come on, she's going to nursing school. She's beautiful. She's had a rough time, man. Yeah, we're gonna have to get into that. I want to thank everybody for being here. We're getting to what I want to get to. I know I'm a little anxious about this because I don't like being lied on, and I'm not going to let this happen. Not again. Absolutely not.
So Michaela's a lifer and Tria's a lifer. And Tria was all the time together at church. You know, we did all the church stuff and had to deal with the chaplains and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, you make those relationships because you're with these people every day, going through the struggle and looking around. But in all reality, if I could have brought people with me, I would have brought Michaela and Tria. But Abby doesn't have that long, but Abby keeps having to stay there because Abby's a life, in Kansas, they have lifetime parole. So Abby's always on parole. So every time she's violated, she'll have to be gone. So she could get out tomorrow. She just got to get herself together and hey, that's the problem. You know what I mean? But Tria and Michaela are lifer, you know, and they have 15 years sentences. And so, you know, if I could, those are two people I bring with me. You know what I mean? Just because I know, like, it'd be so helpful for Tria with her medical, because how sick she is. Like, she's suffering. She has cancer.
What's wrong with her?
She has cancer.
Oh, that's the one that has cancer?
Yeah. She had breast cancer. You know, they got, what is it called? Like, they got it out or whatever. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't be faithful about it. And I know that's a touchy subject for you. But, like,
no, it's okay. It is, but
it came back. She's the one I told you that came back the lump. They were killing her. And we did lumps on the breast. It was on her leg. Yeah.
that's so sad. I remember you telling me, but you never told me which one it was. That's sad.
Yeah, that's Tria. And so, like, we spent many days just outside of the yard praying for her to get appropriate medical care. You know, they would take her to the doctor, and then they would do a scan, but only do a scan of her upper body. Be like, oh, we didn't find anything. And she'd be like, okay, then you need to do a scan of the lower body. Then by the time they did the scan of the lower body, which was really ordered the first time, it had already came back. So, like, it could have probably been prevented, or maybe, you know, they found it sooner. It's just a whole thing. Like, it's so sad because at least I know she would have had that, and she'd have been able to, you know, do more church services and stuff like that here. But and then Michaela, like, she was just young, and she was following around with this dude and was high, and we just went on this mission, you know, doing dumb shit. And then it was her stepdad. He was molesting her and her little sister, so they went and killed him.
Oh God.
Yeah.
It's so sad because everybody.
She's like, I think I did 1 minute. Then her and her cousin one day just went and set the house on fire and killed him.
Wow.
And her cousin was there. Yeah, and I'm not saying any of these. I'm not condoning any of that, saying any of it's right. I'm just saying,
right,
I got closer than two girls because, you know, we would always be out there, like, you know, like, if we looked around at everybody else, we looked around and been like, oh my God, we really, like, you know, the only place we don't belong there because we don't be doing that stuff they be doing all the time. We don't be thinking about going to go get high or acting a fool, all that. That was like, you know, an incident in their life that set off something that was a moment in their life that they just done something stupid, you know?
Exactly. That's what I've been telling you. Like, that's why I would never judge anything because, you know, you don't know where their mindset was at that moment because we all have moments. It's just a matter of how you react in that moment. None of us are perfect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh God.
And that's the way I see it.
Well,
it's like I have moments, but you know.
Yeah. None of us are perfect, but a majority of us don't go around killing kids or killing people. Okay? Is that just a mistake?
Oh, it's like everybody does. Mm-hmm. And it's sad. It's sad that she went through that. Yeah, they all miss you so much too. They're, you know.
And they didn't count mitigating factors on any of theirs. And so, like, us three would sit around and talk sometimes and we'd be like, how come we didn't get mitigating factors? Because think about it. You know, all these people. And
Letecia the lawyer. Here we go. Dippy. I mean, I'm not going to repeat everything I said in the beginning. However, this is what I'm going to tell you. And this is what I'm going to tell the mystery girl. The mystery girl, this is why I'm doing this. I'm feeling pretty froggy right now. The mystery girl says about me, I want to knock her out. That's what the mystery lady said about me. They're going to talk about me in this conversation. Okay? And I got to set the record straight. However, this is what I want to say. I don't care who this lady is. Hold on a minute. I don't care who this lady is. I don't want to know her name. Her voice does sound familiar, though. I will say that. But I wouldn't want no harm coming to her like I've had harm come to me. Okay? I want no one coming to me in my real life, because it's been really ugly on here for me. People trying to find out where I live, which is gross. Putting my life in danger. But there's going to be people on YouTube that do. I can tell you that. I don't agree with that because I don't want to see anybody harmed. Okay? I'm just saying. I'm saying that because of your comment, Dippy. Yeah. Oh, let me take that face down. Hold on. There we go.
No offense to them, but there were so many people there that would be in and out of jail, in and out of prison, over and over again, getting high, robbing people, getting high, fighting people, getting high, abusing people, all this stuff. They kept getting chance after chance, treatment after treatment, that type of thing. And it was like, they used mitigating factors to get more sentences and stuff like that, but, us three got railroaded. So it was always like, we were able to relate,
Yeah,
But they
exactly.
look at us differently because they're like, oh, she's a nurse. They look at me, oh, she was a teacher, she should know better. They look at Michaela like, oh, you should know better. You were doing good, you were going to college, that type of thing,
So, yeah, but things happen.
Yeah.
Things happen.
I mean, it is. I mean, we all have souls, and God forgives, and that's the way I look at it. And I want to live with God, and that's He forgives, and I do too.
I know.
So,
when did these crazy people find out? They found out the same day you did?
Yeah. No, it was. I want to tell you all about this. I don't know if I'll get these phone out.
Here we go, people. Pay attention. Here we go. Yeah, it's horrible what these people have done to me. Just saying. But I'll be all right. Here we go. Let's pay attention. She starts talking about YouTubers. This is what we do. Some of us are on here because it's like for me, it was an outlet for me, and I didn't leave my home, so this was my thing. Okay.
These people find out. They found out the same day you did?
Yeah. No, it was. I want to tell you all about this.
I want to tell you.
They're gonna know.
I want to tell you all about this.
They're like, oh, we're gonna find. She's like, we're gonna find out who's telling her all this. I'm like, oh God.
Tell me why.
Should I tell you? Should I tell you anyway? I mean, they're gonna stalk. I mean, if they're gonna find out, they're gonna find out.
Okay, girl, let me tell you something. Nobody's stalking anybody. This is true crime, and I know you've been around, okay? Because obviously you watch us and report back to her, okay? Which I really don't give a shit because I haven't done nothing on Letecia for a very long time. Until I seen she was moved. And I reached out to her. Yes, I did. And I told the people before I even did it. Now, we are not stalkers. She committed a crime. We've been following the case. This is public information. We get the case files. We get the phone calls if we can. Whatever they will give us. And it's not just Letecia. So she ain't special, okay? She ain't special. So carry on. Let's see what you got to say there, mystery lady.
Out. So they're gonna stalk me so bad.
Why are you worried that you're gonna get stalked? You sound like another Jesse from the Wade Wilson case. Just saying. And I'm sure you know that case. However, I would never stalk you. I don't want to know who you are or your name. Okay. I'm talking about your behavior, and you're caught on this call lying and twisting things. And I don't appreciate that. Now, let me tell you something. You go back, because we're going to keep getting the phone calls, right? You go back and you report to Letecia that we're setting the record straight with your mouth.
Who's telling me all what? You mean the stuff you told me to pass?
Yeah, those people.
Oh, in the past.
Oh, okay, I got you.
You get what I'm saying?
So they're trying to get stuff from there so they can find that out.
They already have one info about you already. She just posted yesterday.
Oh.
And the lady that you've been talking to since 2020.
Okay, here we go. She just posted yesterday. You know what? I was one of the first ones, and I'm going to say it. I was one of the first ones that posted that Letecia was no longer. Okay, hold on. Letecia was no longer. Well, I'll show it later. No longer in Kansas, right? Because that's what I do. And it's not just about Letecia I report on, lady. And she's going to talk about me. Pay attention. I'm going to be stopping it because I have to comment. And yeah.
Yesterday. And the lady that you've been talking to since 2020, she has blonde hair. I'm not going to mention any names. I don't know if that's really her name, but she has a YouTube. You know what I'm talking about?
I haven't talked to anybody with blonde hair. YouTube.
She's like an older lady.
See? Even Letecia says I haven't, because that's the truth, lady. Okay? The truth is, fact of the matter, that me and Letecia don't talk. You will never find me on any calls. Okay? You did from 2020 or 2021. I haven't talked to Letecia. So you got to quit your nonsense, girl. So she's talking about me. It sounds like she's got a problem with me. Not Letecia, the mystery woman.
Are you talking about Allie?
No.
Oh,
Allie?
see?
No.
Oh,
See? She just mentioned Allie.
No. She's an older lady, blonde hair. She has a YouTube kit. I'll just tell you. She's been writing you, and she put your letters up.
Okay, she's been writing you. Okay, little girl, let me tell you something. I said I've been writing her. Did you look at the dates of the letters? Did you pay attention? They are from April of 2020 on and off until 2021. So there's one part, right? There's one part that you lied about. That didn't happen, because the message I got from Letecia back is I'm lying and about talking to you for what? You said I said that I've been talking to you for 5 years. I never said that. What the hell are you talking about? Pay attention.
there's nobody in letters.
Well, in the past. It was in the past.
Okay.
Her parents died. Her mom died of cancer.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Okay, don't trust her. Just saying. She's gonna write you.
Why? Why shouldn't she trust me? Tell me why, mystery lady. I could really care less, but I don't like the lies you have told and how you have twisted things. I don't appreciate it. Okay? Because you have no idea the relationship I had with Letecia long time ago. You have no idea. And I was good to her. And everybody knows that because I admitted it. Everything I've done, my relationship with Letecia, and Letecia knew when I was showing her a letter, showing a phone call. Letecia knew that. Okay? Don't talk about things you don't understand or even pay attention to. Some of you people piss me off. Just saying, people. Just saying.
I had never.
Now,
Yeah,
what Letecia says here is true. We're going to get to this. This is what I reached out to her. Remember when I did that live? I said, hey, I think I'll reach out to Letecia. And I did. And then I told you people, if you have any questions, put it in the comments and I'll ask her. And I wanted to know what happened in Kansas. That's it. Not a secret.
I have already know she's done what she did in the past. So I've never like given her any kind of information about anything because I know that's how she is.
Yeah. She's two-faced really bad.
I'm two-faced, huh? How am I two-faced? You don't know me. You do not know mine and Leticia's relationship. Letecia talked to many people, okay? I'm not, some of them, no, I'm not going to say. I'll let them do it. Letecia used every one of us that she wrote to, just saying, she took advantage of us, okay? Leticia's good at what she does. I mean, you can call me all your names or whatever you got to say, but there's things I need to correct you on. Okay? Yeah.
And I don't really like watching this, but I also want to see what they're going to say too. You know, so it's hard to like walk away, but also I want to see what they're saying about us.
About us? So you've been around for a while, huh? Interesting.
You know, so it's like... But what?
Why don't you quit watching us? Because everything we do and say are facts. And we base it on facts. Some speculation, yeah, in our opinion. So there's that.
Yeah, so she sent me a message and she was like, this was on May 11th. She said, happy Mother's Day. When did you move back to Colorado? I went to send an e-card on getting out and you went there. Take care and have a great day.
She didn't. Okay. No, she's lying. She's freaking lying. She has it on her thing that she was going to reach out to you. She talks crap about you.
Oh, why don't you shut the hell up? Listen to me. I talk crap about her? No, I told the honest to God truth. What crap am I talking about? I want to know. Because you're lying to her.
And she's lying. Are you talking about the kid on there? I know she doesn't use her real name because she tries to keep her stuff quiet. But yeah, it's the blonde lady.
Try to keep myself quiet? No, the thing about it is when you're a creator, you try to keep yourself safe. Because we got psychos out there that will try to find you. You want to keep yourself a secret.
She's the older lady. Her mom passed away. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Mom and dad.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
Is she? Because she said she was going to write you on there and find out about why you got moved. Huh?
I didn't tell her anything. I didn't tell her anything other than I said, because she already knew about the whole predator thing. So I said, yeah, girl. And this is what I said. I said, I came back on Monday. Praise God, I'm out that hellhole. I put it because she had sent me that in a reply, and I said I'm thankful to be back. You know, the print there, and it says back in a clean place. And then I went on to talking about what I had ate that day or whatever. I didn't say anything else other than that.
Oh, okay.
I said, yeah, I want to be a dog handler, just get some therapy, trying to be a dog handler. Anyway, happy Mother's Day to you too. And I said bye. No.
That was it, and that was it, right? Okay. If she didn't want to tell me anything about why. She didn't have to, right? Now, I'm going to show you guys this. This girl, I don't know how much stuff she told, but I was really confused. Let's see. Hold on a minute. That's the 14th. What date's this? I got some messages from her. Okay, this was the 14th. She goes, oh, I was going to tell you that it was silly to have that listed when you contact me or vice versa. I've known all along your intentions, but I kept praying in your heart, especially with the loss you were experiencing with your parents, no matter what. I know God's grace and his mercy. Hurt people. Who am I hurting, Letecia? And why you project or say the things you say. No, I'm nice. I'm not a mean individual. Okay. People know that about me. Deep Okay, deep inside, I'm sure you're a great person. Damn right I am. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. There's another one she said to me. She says, I seen your screenshot. I saw your response about doing this for 5 years and saw that I was listed as in your post. So this girl, this mystery woman, was telling Letecia that that she seen a post that I wrote, and this is what I said. I said, what post? I have no clue what you're talking about. Only have said I've known you 6 years. I meant 5 years. I would like to see the post because you're not going to see that from me. I don't have time to play games and with these people online because that's all they're doing. I'm not online like that. I'm busy with my kids, my grandkids, my dad. And I go on about once a week. Okay, go online once a week. I like how people twist words, and that's not going to happen here. I have no reason to lie. Take care. And I ended it like that. So the things that she brought up, and I couldn't understand. She said, I lied about a barbecue. I have no idea what the barbecue thing is. I have no clue what she's talking about. She said something about cousin, and she goes, another lie. The only thing I could think of is Dippy's husband is related to her by marriage. Okay? By marriage. They live out there. Okay? And Dippy would not lie about this. She wouldn't make it up. Okay? We've known this for a few years. And there's some other things. God, I couldn't find that. Well, she blocked me, I think. I could care less. I'm done. I'm done. Okay? I'm like, I don't play these games and I don't appreciate it. Especially when I've been really good to her, and everybody knows that too. What else did this lady tell her? God. Okay, later I'm going to have to go look because I was really, really, really confused. I'm like, what is she talking about? I have no clue what she's talking about, man. I'm sorry. You guys know I get passionate, and I'm not going to have anybody lying on me and twisting the truth. Hell no. No more. I'm done with that shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she wrote on there, she said on there, who's ever telling her about all this, you're just gonna, I've been talking to her for this long and you all don't understand. And, something about, you all don't get, what we've been talking for 5 years. So all you trying to whatever, her.
I never said we were talking for 5 years. I've known her. Okay. We all known her in true crime for that long. I've always said I only talked to her, wrote back and forth for 2 years with her. Okay. And then when she got sentenced after, I reached out to her. No lie. No lies. Lady, you have no idea.
Her and I have been talking for this long, and I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna knock you out right now. She seems like a nice lady, but
did you hear that? She wants to knock me out. I don't wish harm on you, lady, at all. I don't wish harm on anybody. But for you to say that makes me wonder about you. And yes, thank you. I am a nice lady. I don't go around hurting people. I don't go around threatening people. I don't go around doing any of that, especially in real life. Let me tell you, in real life, I have no enemies whatsoever. Well, my ex-husband. Yeah, that's a totally different thing. But I don't appreciate that. You're saying you're going to knock me out. So your next phone call with Letecia, I'd appreciate it if you fix it because I know you're not going to come clean. I shouldn't say come clean, but you won't come into a comment. You won't reach out to any of us to this is what I'm asking. You need to fix what you've been saying because you're twisting shit. And that's the reason why I'm doing this. Because I like to do it live about somebody. You know what I mean? To fix it. Instead of behind the scenes, I like to do it live. Now, I'd appreciate it if you back up and fix saying you're going to knock me out. I want to hear that on a phone call. You're going to fix that when you're on a phone call with Letecia, because we know you're going to report back to her.
5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think how she is. Well, she was trying to say in there, like, she was trying to make it seem like, oh, she knows more type thing. Like, oh, I've been doing this and I know more.
I never asked questions about her crime. I never asked any kind of questions about her crime. I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't want to hurt anybody's case, right? Remember, with Letecia, it was a learning experience with me. Okay? I'm not looking at chat, guys. Sorry. My mind's, I got to go with it, people. You know, from that stroke, my mind. Okay, so I haven't done anything. When I have a question, I come out and ask it. But otherwise, it's been conversation about me, my life, my family. Okay, that's what it's been about. Not about her crime or anything, except for I want to know, why she got moved from Kansas to Colorado. That's it. She didn't have to answer me.
Or whatever, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
When she asked me specifically why I didn't give her any,
Good, because that's what she wants, and that's what she.
We already know why, though. We already know why. Okay? We know why. And I reached out to 2 people in Kansas. And I'm waiting to hear back to ask them what happened. And one already responded.
She wants to put out and talk crap.
specifics or whatever. Yeah.
I was like, should I tell her about that? Because I'm just looking out for you,
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Oh.
You're not looking out for her. How are you looking out for her? What? Obviously, it sounds like you got a problem with me. And I don't even know you. And you shouldn't talk on things you have no clue about. I have no reason to lie about anything. I've shared pretty much everything within this case with Letecia, my relationship with her.
Remember, you're talking about the lady that was like doing that with the phone calls out there?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know. I already know she's like that. That's why when I do stuff like that, I do stuff. If I want it told, I'll say.
Yeah, see? If she wants it told. Now listen to what Letecia's saying. What did I just get done saying? Letecia would tell certain people that she talked to, put this out there. She would want this out there, right? She picked and chose. She was good at what she did. She was really good at figuring us out, right? And she's saying it right here. Whatever she said to me that she wanted out there, isn't that something? I didn't catch this on Allie's Live.
Say something to people like that because I want it told why.
Wow.
Instead of people getting a certain narrative that they think is their narrative and
they want
narrative.
Yeah, that's what I was going to tell you to do. Give them a narrative.
No, I'm giving my truth. You know what? If you don't got honesty and truth, what do you have within yourself, right? And that's how I look at it.
A different narrative, you know what I mean? Something that they don't want, but you know how we talked about it.
Yeah, because the reason I turned it that approach was that she did that to be like, oh man, they took her back to a good place and make them even.
Oh, they're mad about that. They're so mad that you're back there.
Nobody, see, lady, nobody's mad. Because let me tell you, and I even told that to Letecia in the ending of the conversation with her, that I don't know who's telling her this crap, blah, blah, blah. I go, but I'm going to be honest with you. You are an interesting individual. Here, let me go to my chat a minute. I'm going off here. All day for 20. Sound like gaslighting. Caller thought that if she told Letecia about you, Letecia would love her. that obviously that lady knows a lot about me. I have no idea. I don't lie, and this shit pisses me off. Shit pisses me off. Sorry. Who's that? Dippy, you're not going nowhere yet. Hi, Nikki. How are you? And people got to realize that is true. That is true. But you know what? On Ellie's live with Jen Lu made a good point, and I agree with her. She says she hates Letecia, and she means what she says, right? And like with me and Ellie, we got a little. I don't know how to say it. Like a sweetness with us. I don't know. Like trying to get an understanding, because none of this case don't make sense. Letecia don't make sense. There ain't nothing wrong. People are going to be doing this for decades. Even when Letecia's gone. Yes, she is. Oh, okay. Yeah, this lady, this mystery lady, telling lies, and I'm cleaning up her mess here because no one's gonna lie on me, and yeah, and I'm gonna make sure I know what she's saying.
You treated so badly, like Ellie and all them. She already put in your intake paperwork up, and they were like, yeah, she's moved back, and they showed your, when you do MA search and you can see that's your old picture. And they showed that. I'm like, oh my God, these people are really stalkers. Like, dude, it hasn't even been.
Girl, it has nothing to do with being a stalker. Look at our channels on true crime. This is what we do. It's the booking info. We get everything that we can.
Been like a week yet.
Yeah, I haven't been in. Intake, so I haven't.
I think I know intake. I think Allie and them got the intake. I think. See, I haven't really been around the month of May. Anybody know? Did they get the actual paperwork? I'm talking about just going to the DOC website for me. That's all I did. That's wonderful if they got the documents. I would love to see them. If anybody knows, please let me know. Yes, it's her bestie. She's my best friend. Don't flatter yourself. Don't flatter yourself. You guys, I'm not mad, right? I just get very passionate and I need to stick up for myself because there's nobody else that will. Well, no, Ellie does. Ellie and Jen Lu does. And so has Melissa Jade. And I appreciate them all.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm like, wow. And then they're like, oh, we're shocked. She doesn't have any disciplinaries, only one. And we know that she sold those pants, and we're going to find out. I don't want to say more than that, but I'm like, God.
Okay, this had to be Allie and them. This ain't me. This is about Allie, and that's okay because I'm going to comment on that. All right. I don't know what this is about.
And then they're like, oh, we're shocked. She doesn't have any disciplinaries, only one. And we know that she sold those pants, and we're going to.
Sold those pants. I don't know what that's about. Lady, you know what? I think you're stalking us. I think you're the stalker. You are stalking us, true crime channels, because we report on criminals, on cases, on inmates. We get all the information we can because you know what? We're nosy. Well, I'll say for me, I'm nosy, right? I want to know what the hell's going on. That's what I do. And Letecia ain't special. Remember that. Look at our channels. She's not the only one. Okay, here we go.
We're going to find out. I don't want to say more than that, but I'm like, oh, God.
I don't have any disciplinaries here.
No, not there. You only had one from Kansas, and they were shocked.
Oh, yeah.
They were shocked.
Well, yeah, because she got there right away, and she caused a lot of problems. And going through suing them and stuff.
I'm like, she's gonna try to get all your, they're gonna be, if they get this call, they're gonna be like, oh, now we know. Because she's like, oh, we're gonna get the phone call. We're gonna find out who's telling her. And I'm like, oh God.
Okay, which I do know in Kansas, and even Allie confirmed it on her live. You can't get nothing in Kansas because I tried. I'm gonna be honest, I tried. I was trying being nosy. Nothing, nada. It depends on each state, and every case is different, right? Every person's different. But yeah, Kansas, you can't get shit. Colorado, Florida, oh yeah, you can get a lot.
Oh, that's exactly what she said too. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm moving by you, and I'm just gonna go mind my business and be by you, so it doesn't matter what.
She's gonna move by her? What? What?
God.
Oh, God.
That's exactly what she said too. I'm like, well, you know what? I'm moving by you, and I'm just gonna go mind my business and be by you, so it doesn't matter whatever.
Wow.
If they get my info, then I guess, and they know who told you, then I guess whatever, right?
There you go. There you go. That's came out of her mouth, not mine.
If they get my info, then I guess, and they know who told you, then I guess whatever, right?
Okay. I don't agree with that. Okay, but I'm letting you know right now. And if you watch this, you should know there's going to be other people on the internet. They're going to want to know who you are. Okay. Hate to break it to you. It's what it is. It's what it is, people. Okay, here we go.
I should write her back and be like, I should write her
Need to
back
knock
and be
with
like,
her. I'm telling you
I'm
straight up because
Nobody-
I love you and all that.
Nobody can write me back. Because I'm not putting her back on the thing. No.
Do not trust that lady. She talks so much crap about you. It's not.
I don't know who she's talking about here, but I haven't talked about Letecia in a very, very, very long time. 2 years. I think it's been 2 years since her trial. Okay?
Not even funny. That was.
I should write her back and be like, oh, by the way, I was going to tell you who's getting this stuff is, and just make up something crazy.
You should.
Tell
You
me
should just mess
everything
with her.
it is. Yeah.
Because she's like, yeah, I'm going to find out.
Listen to the games. Should mess with her. You can make something up.
Tell
You
me
should just mess
everything
with
it
her.
is. Yeah.
Because she's like, yeah, I'm going to find out why she, I thought, oh, and on your video, it says conversation with a killer.
That's
I'm
right.
Like, really?
That's right. Okay, people, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. We all know that's the name of my channel. It's the name of my channel. It isn't Letecia being special. Conversations of a Killer with Kit. That's the name of my channel. Jesus. I haven't talked about Letecia in 2 years. By the way, a month ago, that's when I said she's been moved to a different prison. And I even talked about I was going to reach out to her. And I did. And then on this live here, I talked about her and how everything that I'm sharing with you now, I talked about there that she did reach out to me, but somebody reached out to her. Now I know it's a mystery woman, and it's telling lies of things I said. But yeah, so there you go. There you go, mystery lady. That's the name of my channel. Jesus.
You're huh?
She's
I'm like,
really bored, huh?
Yeah, I'm like, okay, you're trying to be cool with her and act like you're cool with her and you care about her and you're going to put something like that. That kind of stuff really, really.
Hey, I've been honest about that. I did care. Okay. At some point. in a way as a human being, right? As a human being, because that's just the way I am.
Really makes me mad. Like it really
Uh-oh.
upsets me. Bad.
Uh-oh.
You know.
Uh-oh. She's upset. It makes her mad.
But the crazy thing about it is, like, I know how people are. Like, you can't play someone who already knows how to mine, you know.
There you go. You can't play a player. See? Letecia, I told you people, and I've been saying this for years. She's the one that's studying us. Okay? She picked and chose. There's 5 people I know she talked to besides me. She picked and chose what she wanted to say to each person. Okay? There's 3 of us that have shared. But I've been the one that's been the most open about it.
So do mind games herself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like, when I used to do mind games back in my time, you know what I mean? Because that's how I adapted, especially through my early years in my 20s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I already knew that's how people were. So I'd be like sitting back, calculating and thinking like, okay, you know, and I'll say something because, and then I'll tell one person one thing and then another person a different thing. That way, whatever gets out, I know that person. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God. I wish I had my old videos, people. You peoples, I wish I had my old videos. I've been saying this, and she's saying it right now. You know what? I think the videos here go from 2023, so there could be some things on there. But look at people. I'm not making shit up. You know this. Unbelievable. She's saying it out of her own mouth.
And
Yeah.
Girl, I've been doing this for years. I used to do that shit at work because I feel like
that way you would know who's saying
yeah,
what.
I can't stand people at work. They be talking about everybody.
I can't stand that crap. Like I was so close on writing her. I was gonna be like, you know what?
Are you gonna write me?
Are
you gonna write me? I doubt you will. But if you do, I will keep it private because that's what I do. But I doubt you will.
Tell her, and you think that you have
enough. I always say, pray for her. Just keep praying for her.
I know you calm me down a lot. You've calmed me down so many times.
She lost her mom. She lost her dad. She's hurt.
Yeah.
So she's taking out her hurt on other people, and that's what she's doing.
See, you know what? And this is what I said about Letecia. I always told people Letecia was always nice to me. Always nice. And she cared about my parents. Because every phone call, she would always ask how my parents were. I do want to say that. People find it strange, but it is what it is.
It's been a long time to grow in this. I'm telling you, if it weren't for Jesus Christ, I couldn't say that. You know, because I just couldn't, like, you know, talk to them. But, like, she's hurting. The devil using her. And she's thinking that she's getting clout and people and friends and love.
Oh my God. Getting clout? Getting clout? Oh, you have got to be kidding me. I've been through hell. And you know that. I told her I've been through hell. Because I told people our relationship. I said the hate I have gotten. And you'll even hear them in jail calls. The hate I'm getting from people. Who wants that kind of clout? I'm telling you. You talk to Letecia, you got treated like you were Letecia. Just saying.
All that.
Right. That's not love.
Yep.
And that's not love. By having a YouTube and talking crap on people, that is not like I'm just sitting here like I can't believe.
Okay, mystery lady, what is your problem with me? You keep coming back and saying this stuff. What did I do to you? I don't even know you. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I don't understand.
And all that.
Right. That's not love.
Yep.
And that's not love. By having a YouTube and talking crap on people, that is not like I'm just sitting here like I can't believe these people actually do that. Like they, you know.
I can't believe actually that you're watching us. If you got a problem with us, why are you watching any of us? Really? Why are you stalking us? That's what I want to know.
Ever since all this is going on, I'm like, I actually witnessed all this two-face stuff. I'm like, I can't believe this. Like, this is crazy, you know?
Yeah, like
Because you don't
somebody
really
wrote me
see
named,
it. Huh?
somebody wrote me named Brandon Strausser, right? I figured it was a big person, right? You know what I mean? So anyway, so I wanted to see what they say. So they wrote me in advance, and they said, hold on, where's the message they sent me? Hold on. Crap, right here. Oh, wait, I'm just figuring this thing out. Inbox. Okay, hold on. Brandon Strausser. Okay. He says, I've waited so long to talk to you. What's up? I'm Brandon, but yeah, I'm Brandon, but I go by Shay. But my name is Brandon.
Oh my God. Weirdos.
Yeah, he said, okay, whoever is playing games said this. They said,
Oh, they're playing games.
oh, I know. He said, I was born April.
Okay. I'm going to look at comments for a minute. Let's see what's going on here. Let's look at the comments here. Oh boy. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Did I say hi to everybody? I get lost Facebook when. Good day, mate. Good day, mate. Carolina. Right. You think so? She's got a problem with me. A big time problem. And I don't even know her. You know what? Letecia wasn't even on my mind. Okay? I always said I'm not going to report on Letecia unless there's an update. And that was the update, that she was moved. I don't know. It's strange, ain't it? I'm telling you, the caller's voice sounds familiar to me. But hey, whatever. Yeah, she is. Yes, she is. She tells on herself. Yeah, look at what I know. I know. Can you imagine how they feel that she's back in that state? Just saying. Just saying, man. I bet they're happy when she went to Kansas. I just met you last night, didn't I, Nikki? Thank you for being here. Yes, my dad's alive. I don't know where it came from that my dad was passed. Because the last time I talked to her, he was going through cancer treatment. And my mom died in 2021. So there's that. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for being here. I have to get through this. I'm not going to have people lying on me, man. I'm trying to get ahead of this bullshit. That's why only the chat knows I'm related to the dumbass. So my husband, 2 killers in the family. See, and I lied about that, I guess. Dippy would never lie about something like that. And I was upset after trial, and I'm like, why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell me? She didn't want to tell anybody. Look who's here. Oh my God. My other Aussie friend. I love you, girl. Good damn it. Do you know people that are locked up like this, right? They're going to hear from all walks, people, all walks of life through their whole incarceration. I'm so happy she's here. Hey, Crazy Nancy keeps on. Hi. I appreciate you being here. Yes, yes, she is. And this is a recent call, but I had to go through it because they're talking about me. This mystery lady wants to knock me out, which I find is interesting. I don't even know her. Her voice does sound familiar. Very familiar. I'll leave it at that.
484, and I
You have
live
1
in
minute left.
Indiana.
Mm-hmm.
The Indiana thing, guess who's from Indiana?
Who?
Amy Lane.
Oh.
So anyway, so he went on talking whatever. So I wrote back to Dewey, like, hey, how do I know you're real? Send me a picture with 4 fingers, hold up 4 fingers, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I sent another reply after that because I forgot to say whatever. And I said, oh, by the way, if this is Amy Lane, girl, don't ever write me again.
Awesome.
I didn't know. And if it's one of these crazy people, they're probably going to be like, oh, shit, it's Amy Lane, all private. Like, oh, look at here. I tried to tell her my name is Brandon, but yet I'm Shane. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's a lot of people that want to mess with you, so you already know that. That's why I'm like, watch out.
I'll be doing the same thing back.
Good.
Thank you for using monitoring. To accept charges, press 1. To refuse.
Oh, God, let me tell you. Who's here? Who just came in here? Look who's here. My sis is here. Who's leaving? Rachel's leaving? Is she leaving? She's leaving? Oh, okay. I was like, why? No mystery for long on here. Someone will hear her and let you know. I bet she shows up. Yeah, right. But this girl here, the mystery lady, what's your problem with me? I mean, really, I want to know.
Refuse charges. Thank you for using Securus. You may start the conversation now.
Hey,
Hello.
girl, these crazy people online are crazy.
Oh, my God. I told you.
They done called up here pretending to be me calling hotlines reporting shit.
Are you serious? See, they're
Yeah.
already starting there. Oh, my God.
They just called me down there to talk to me and was like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah. I'm looking at them like, what? What?
What did
I don't think that's true. That can't be true. I know none of us would do that.
they, what did they even say?
They were like, you have an open investigation. I'm laughing. I'm like, what? For what? I said, you talking about the state of Kansas? Because I really thought we were talking about Kansas. I'm like, yeah, I have it on these suckers. And they were like, no, here. And I was like, no. She was like, well, someone called the Priya hotline saying it was you.
Oh, my gosh. That's crazy. I'm telling you, they're going to mess. They want to mess with you, like, so bad. Like,
Why do you
I've been trying
care?
to tell you this.
No, you want to, I don't know what this lady's doing here. Okay, I could care less, honestly, but I'm just giving my opinion. Does this lady not want her to talk to anybody? I don't know what this lady's thing is here. I don't know. Let me look at the comments here. She thinks she's levering herself. Oh, I'm telling you. It's another influencer, I reckon, trying to brainwash. Ah, okay. Interesting. Somebody else said that too. Mystery caller has clearly been peeped. Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, right. All right. She's love bombing her. Oh, could be. That's right. I'm easy to deal with. People know that. Okay? People come to me privately and I keep that shit to myself. Because I'm like that. But if you've harmed somebody, like killed somebody, I'm not keeping that shit to myself. Ah. Oh, I'm in shock, sis. I'm like, no way. And thank God, Allie and Jim Moon, they keep stuff about me private and they bleep shit out, and I appreciate that. That's what good creators do.
You know, that's why I get so mad, because it's like you don't even know really, like, probably about 90%, unless whoever's telling you. But there's like so much I haven't talked to you about yet.
Oh,
like what they say and stuff. That's why all I tell you is watch who you talk to. You know?
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Mystery Woman. I'm sorry, guys. I think it's funny now. Okay, today is June 14th, 2025 at 11:32 p.m. So when we get the jail calls, okay, for June, remember this day, people. Remember this day. We're going to see if Mystery Woman talks to Letecia about Allie's life and mine.
Because and then they put all this stuff out in how they talk about you so bad. They put this stuff on YouTube, so there's all these people watching. So then all these other people are going to try to mess with you. You know what I mean?
What do you
They're making them mad inside, so all they want to do is mess with you. And then in the messages, they say, oh, I'm going to write her and tell her this and that. I'm like, really? Why don't you all just leave her alone? That's why I want to warn you on it, because I don't trust anybody right at this point with any of it,
I don't trust you. You've been proven a liar. You don't tell the truth. You twist shit.
Well,
it really upsets me. It makes me boil inside, honestly. And it's hard.
Oh my God.
I'm so scared they're going to get.
Oh my God. She's boiling inside. Hold up. Let's back it up. Let's listen to what she's got to say.
You on it, because I don't trust anybody right at this point with any of it,
Well,
it really upsets me. It makes me boil inside, honestly. And it's hard to, I'm so scared they're going to get these phone calls and know it's me and stalk me. But
you knew we were going to get these calls. And no, you know what? No one's going to stalk you, right? We're not stalking. She's slow. Just saying.
I don't really, I'm at a point, though. I'm really at a point, though, that I'm just going to go by and live by you. And, if they get it, they get it. I can't help it. I'm going to still talk to you, so I don't care. But, I do, because I don't want them to stalk me or my family or any of that kind of stuff, because that's what.
Okay, when you reach out to an inmate like this, I know from experience, you're going to get shit, okay? You take that on. Colorado, Florida, those are the states I know for sure that are public record, right? And you take that on. When you contact an inmate, you're taking on some shit that you probably can't handle or don't want to. For real. You're for real. Look at the shit I've gotten. And I know, Mystery Lady, you have been watching me for quite a while.
That's what it creates,
But that's not going to happen, because we're going to believe and have faith that God knows that that's crazy. God knows that that's creating harm on people. And I know the devil doing it.
Nobody's creating. No one's creating harm. We're talking. All we're doing is talking on the internet. Nobody's creating harm for anybody. That's funny. Okay. I'll carry on.
God's not going to let that happen, kids. That's just crazy. And we're just going to have to keep thinking that.
I've been wanting I want to talk to you so bad about all of it and how I feel and how stressed I am with all of it because I can't see what you out.
Okay, if you're so stressed about all this, why are you watching us? That's what I want to know. Why are you watching us if you're so sick and stressed out over this? It's only going to get worse. Just saying.
It does, because it's like, and plus on the top of it all, I care about you like so much that hurts already, and then on top of it, I have to be afraid that I'm going to be stalked because of these people. You know what I mean? It's like you all need to get a life.
No, you need to get a life. Listen to me. I'm going back and forth with this audio here. You go, okay, now listen. Listen. Nobody's stalking you. This is what we do in true crime. We talk about the case. We talk about the people. We try to understand their mindset and why they do the things they do. And with Letecia, we're never going to find out. We're never going to find out. And like I said, she's a very interesting person. She's scared to be stalked. Oh boy. If she's going to keep talking about people like that, people are, yeah, not me though. Not me. I don't wish that upon anybody.
Life, seriously, go out and do something. Get off your YouTube and stop talking.
Why don't you get off our channels and quit watching us then? I'm on YouTube because it's an outlet for me, and I love true crime. And I couldn't leave my house. And these are my peoples. So yeah, there's that. And I can't work because I had a stroke. Just thought I would share that.
About all these people, that's not what God wants. God wants forgiveness, and that's, we're all souls. We all do things wrong in life. You're not perfect either, so get out of here and go live your life. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. That's why I get so mad, you know?
I haven't killed anybody.
Yeah. All it does is create, like, people stalking, like, other people and stuff. It's like, you know, if you, I think so differently. I think with God, and I think about, like, you know, all
okay.
You
say you think with God. Well, you're not doing godly things right now at all. I'm just saying. You're not doing godly things.
He loves, he's unconditional love. You know what I mean? And these people just hate. And that's not what God wants. God does not want you to hate. You know what I mean? And that's, I just get so mad, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish that she could watch this. If she could, you know, that's what I'm telling you. Don't trust that lady.
No. She's coming back to me again. Lady, I don't know you. Obviously, you know me from watching me. I didn't do nothing to you. I don't know what your problem is with me. Quit bringing me up. Quit bringing me up. No reason. I haven't talked about Letecia since 2023 until recently. Okay?
Don't trust those people because they act all nice, but they're not, you know? I'm so afraid.
I'm always nice. People know that about me. I'm always nice. I approach people and I'm kind. Right? Let me look at my comments here real quick. I'm going off again. Let me look. Deb had come to her senses. That's good. How can you stalk a nobody? She should take her own advice. Right. Says a lot of like. You know who used to say that word all the time? Her accent. Messy, messy, messy. Hiding behind Jesus' skirt. Girl, please. That woman. No, I want to know. People are going to find out. People will find out. She'll try to build a relationship with her to gain her trust. But I think Letecia's too smart. Letecia has already done this. Letecia knows this game. If this girl was paying attention, she just heard what Letecia has done to everybody. She feeds information to people. If that girl would be listening, okay, the mystery woman, to everything Letecia has said about what she feels, whatever. Sorry. So I'm a good citizen and I go to heaven too. I can't wait. Okay. Carry on. She sounds like she's describing. I know. Yeah. Good one. Okay, let me continue. I'm sorry. Mystery woman, I hope you're paying attention.
They're going to find out about me because they're like, oh my gosh, we're going to be able to find out who's telling her about our YouTube and this and that. I'm like, oh God.
Okay. I got to say it again. I'm sorry. So she hears this loud and clear. I don't care who you are. But let me tell you, there's other people that are going to want to know who you are, okay? Just saying. But I know a majority of us don't care who you are. You just sound crazy right now. Just saying.
No, I'm so scared. But, I mean, at the same time,
that sounds like Jesse. I'm so scared. I'm so sick. They're going to find out who I am. I don't want them to find out who I am. You know, Wade Wilson, Jesse.
Like you said, they'll protect us. You know, I just want to be safe.
Hold on. Great now?
Hey, mystery lady. So you're moving there to be by her, which is cool, you know, do you? But you need to realize, right? You're not going to be the only one. There's going to be others, right? And then she's going to have whoever, you know, on the inside also. So you keep that in mind. You're not going to be the only one.
Okay, yes. I'm going to call you back. They're calling me back down there, okay?
Okay. All right. Talk to you later.
I'll call you right back.
Okay. Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey,
Girl.
it does. They just called up here and called the tip line.
What?
Yeah, they told me they're just going to close everything out and not to worry about it.
Okay. I know she's going to try to get your incident reports and stuff from there too. They're like, oh, she has been behaving there. Well, it's going to change when she's in there. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Well, that ain't godly of you to say that. Okay, this here, I think she's talking about Allie and Jen Lu.
They thought my behavior was going to change here?
Yeah, your good behavior, because they were shocked because she got like something from you being there, like some paper. I don't know. She just posted that yesterday. So she got that. She's like, oh, I'm going to get all the incident reports, like showing your behavior and stuff. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, she's going to change, you know, being there and stuff. And I'm like, dude, you all need to get a life.
Why am I changing? The thing is, I don't do that stuff.
No. You need to get a life. Quit stalking us on YouTube. I don't appreciate being stalked, mystery woman.
I know. That's what, you know.
What kind of thing did I get now?
What?
You said I got something from here?
Yeah, it was like something when you first got there or something, and it like was giving you numbers, something. It was, I don't know what that evaluate, like it was like, it had like numbers on there, like it was giving you like a score.
Mm-hmm.
And it like had like one write up on there, and it had no like escapes and stuff like that. It was just like a sheet.
Oh, okay.
And she put it on there. She's like, I'm gonna be able to get all incident reports, and we're gonna see what's going on. And I'm like, oh my God, you need to get a life. Like seriously, you go all out of your way for that. I'm like, oh, I need to tell her. Because everything
they
they do,
do.
they're gonna be.
They're going crazy.
Isn't this? It's stalking.
That is not stalking. You're the stalker. You're the stalker. You stalk our channels and you're nosy. But that's okay to be nosy. But you're the stalker. We're not.
Oh, like, man, you guys are crazy. Yeah, it's like hard not to because I want to see what they say about you. But
yeah, they called me down there. I had just left them there, and then they called me back there, and I walked in like, oh God, what now? I was like, I'm the biggest. What? I said, this is how I said it. I said, what am I now? I'm the biggest drug dealer on the block, or what?
All you're doing is trying to like live, you know. People just mess with you. It's crazy. That is
the
so
guy
crazy.
was laughing at me. He was like, is that right? I said, I don't know. Let me guess. Is that what they said now? And he was like, well, he was like, they were just calling it line again. I'm like, okay. I said, at this point, you guys are not going to know. Let's just keep arguing that.
Yeah. So they called again, or they just called once?
Yeah. No, that's why I went back the second time.
Oh my
When
God!
I
They called
just
again?
Yeah, that's why I went back the second time.
Wow.
Yeah. You're gonna see. Here's the thing. You got to think about it. When I was at Kansas, there was no real public information that I was there. So whenever they would do some stuff like that, you know, they just would be like, I don't know who you're talking about, and hang up, you know. So
yeah, exactly.
they know that obviously I'm here because my charge is in this state, so therefore everything has to be, you know, on that page or whatever, on that CDOC page. So of course, they, you know, got people calling or whatever, but, you know, like I told him, I said, y'all just gotta just be like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, and be like, you know, do you need some kind of mental health assistance or something to hang up on?
Right,
You know?
exactly.
Something.
Yeah.
Well, start threatening them with falsifying information. You start threatening people a little bit with some charges themselves, I bet you they'll stop, you know?
Right, exactly.
So,
yeah, that's crazy that they actually called up there.
twice. That's why I said, what did I do now? I'm the biggest drug dealer on the block.
Well, okay, people. If that did happen, pay attention now. If that did happen, there will be an incident report on that. If people are calling there, like Letecia says, there will be an incident report. Just saying, we can find out.
I know, I'm just so afraid. Like, I'm so scared what they're going to get. It's like, oh, but I saw online that I'm not supposed to be, we're not charged for the phone calls, but I was charged 37 cents for 20 minutes. So maybe they're still, like, backing it down.
Working on it. Okay, maybe they're working on it.
Yeah, because I read about it. There was a new law, and I'm like, wonder what's going on.
No, you didn't read about that law. Allie did. Allie and Jen Lou.
But I mean, that's pretty cheap, 37 cents for 20 minutes.
Or maybe they made a deal to have a certain like connection fee amount or something, you know?
Yeah.
Because they still have to pay for this system to work, because this is an upgraded system compared to, you know, standing in the phone line, people arguing, fighting, acting a fool, you know, that type of thing. So I'm sure there still has to be some sort of fee for this, you know. Maybe that's what it is. And by the way, let me say this in case, you know, these stalkers are listening.
Right?
I was sarcastic.
We are not stalkers. Your girlfriend is a stalker. She's stalking our pages. Listen up, people. Letecia's got a message.
You know, these stalkers are listening.
Right?
I was sarcastic. I was sarcastic with the guy, and I said, let me guess, it's a big string real bot. By the way, I don't even know what yours is like, so just put it out there like that. So, yeah. But anyway.
What's that word?
That's all I need.
Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? I was trying to look for the word, but I can't think right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so crazy.
We had to write down, after I talked to you earlier, we had to go into a group. That's where I went to group the first time, and She was like talking about what you had anxiety about or whatever. So I wrote it down in my paper. It's like a private thing. It's not, you can share or you can not share. You can just let the clinician do, right? So of course, I told the clinician that I used to share all the time about stuff or help people, whatever, but I put that on there and I told her, please don't share this. And she said, okay. So when she talked to me privately about it, and she was like, what? She's like, hold on. She's like, so you mean to tell me that CJOC told you to call us the first time? I said, yep, sure did. So you want me to tell you where to go look them up at? And she was like, I can't believe that. And I was like, oh, you better believe it, honey. I said everything, canteen sheets, you name it. So, I mean, and she was just like baffled, like shocked, looking at me. And I'm like, and I'm not crazy. Just by the way, I don't know what Kansas can try to tell y'all. I said, but I'm going to tell you right now, this is a fact and it can be checked. And
right.
And she was like just mind blown by it. And she was like, and I was telling her how they were like adamant about trying to get like cancer stuff or whatever. And she was just like looking at me like, she was in so much shock. She couldn't process it all. And I looked at her and I said, imagine how you can't process this. I said, imagine how I feel and the people that care about me feel trying to process
Oh my God.
it.
Right, exactly.
Come on.
It's difficult. And she was like, I'm confused. She said,
Wow, I can't believe she said that. Jesus. That's terrible. She knows this call was going to be released. She's been watching and listening. That was a creepy, yes. She's been stalking us, people. The mystery lady has been stalking our channels. I know. I can't believe Colorado took her back. Standing in line for God to give all praise. They thought he said trains, and they said no thanks. Oh my God. They are. Okay, let's go listen to these stalkers. What these stalkers gotta say.
she goes, I would be so mad. I've had the same number for 20 years. And the people started, I said, you see what I'm saying? Exactly. And I said, at the end of the day, like, leave people alone. Like, okay, suppose the call is recorded or whatever. That's supposed to be for informational purposes, like for security purposes here, like to make sure you know.
Exactly.
Not crazy, or there's not like you're not in a crisis, or you're not trying to hurt somebody or showing it all, or that type of thing. You know?
Right, it should be only for the facility. You know,
Yeah,
for them.
I think it should be a privacy, thing that even though a person does agree to that monitoring recording, it does not tell them you may blast this all over the internet and all your information. But you may play it in the captain's office or the warden's office because you're checking into something, or whoever listens to it or whatever is fine. But you shouldn't be at no point. Yeah. So me and her were talking about that, and she was just like, I know I've heard stuff where people have said that, and maybe out there on TV. I told the lady, I said, yeah, but that was a different situation. I said, this was like, okay, like they put this one hyperbole case, one of his calls out there. That's because he was talking about something really, really crazy, and this missing case. I mean, this missing aspect of the case, and he was telling somebody about it. So, of course, they were going to put that out there. That was evidence. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, you can talk.
When you were talking just randomly to your family and friends just about random stuff, what does it matter?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And they want to listen to everything, like everything. And it's great. It's like, why?
So do you, though. You listen to everything we say, everything we do. Just saying.
Why?
Why?
And it's
Because we find it, well, I'll say for me, I find it interesting. That's why.
it actually threatens everything, too.
Well, the
What?
one good thing about it is
No,
they won't, okay.
no,
They won't
nobody has threatened anything. What are you talking about? Quit that nonsense.
have all the calls. There's no right to call from my account all the time. But the only reason I called you from my account all the time was because I couldn't always use the other account, and I called you more than anybody else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What does she mean, other account? What does she mean, other account? She's not supposed to have two accounts.
We talked about random stuff or how crazy they were or whatever. You know, like if I stayed on the phone with a family member, you know, it might have only been, you know, just the regular 15 minutes of putting in the phone call. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so the problem was me calling on someone else's account all the time was like, you know, it was difficult because if they wanted to use it, you know, or something like that. So, you know, if I'd been logged on in hers and she was logged on to mine in Kansas, then it could have, you know, messed hers or whatever. And I didn't want anybody to get frustrated or whatever. But anyway, it's just crazy. Some of the stuff they won't get, but like at the end of the day, I don't want them to get it anyway, and they're not because they're claiming that and then using it. So, you know.
Yeah.
Amen. Amen.
Right. I just gotta pray and just hope none of the Kansas stuff goes out.
Yeah.
And
Well, we'll see. We'll see. Kansas could change their laws. You just never know, and you got to keep in mind. And I'm sure you know this, mystery girl. Everything is recorded. When you communicate with somebody at the prison, everything is recorded. You know this. They tell you before every call.
I mean, what it is. I mean, if they're gonna whatever, I can't stop it, whatever. But it is nerve-wracking right now because they're gonna go for everything and try to get everything. But they might not release these calls because every time I look, it says no. And now that you're in there, they might have just released it because you were moved.
She is not special. She is not special. Do you know how many calls do you know how many calls we've gone through of different inmates calls? Letecia's not special.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm praying. Because it's like I have to worry about what I say to you on the phone. Why do I have to always worry about what I say to you on the phone? It shouldn't even be their business anyways. You know?
Well, that's too bad because, you know, once you're involved with the inmate and they get locked up or whatever and they commit a crime and have to do time, there's no more privacy. I lost that. And, you know, before you get on that call, they're letting you know. It's recorded. So that's on you.
I mean, when I talk to you about...
What? I said, go ahead.
Oh, I said, when I talk to you about, it might be personal. Like, something might be going on that day. Why do they have to know all that, you know? Who knows? What were you going to say?
I was going to say, when you looked that mall up, was that a Kansas call?
Did I what?
When you said you looked up that mall earlier, was that a Kansas call?
When I looked up what?
The law. You said there's
No, it's Colorado. No, it's Colorado.
Yeah, so that's the thing, though. It would the Kansas law would apply.
Yeah, well, Kansas doesn't show anything, but they said that they can't get anything, and even if it's just being you, they can't. I guess it's Kansas, they just don't release them, and that's what I'm hoping that it's the truth.
But I'm saying, is that going to be the truth? Is that going to be the truth that I'm gone? Is there state law on it?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's state.
I know the EAI people told me there was a state law. Remember when I kept having, like, the whole thing went down and, like, all these people calling there to begin with? The EAI people told me that there was a state law, and he was like, it's a state law, we can't release it. He was like, unless it pertains, that's how he said it. He said, unless it pertains to something that would be a new case, like they would charge you with something, you know what I mean? Like you had committed crime in prison or whatever. And that's what he told me.
But other than that, they don't.
That's what he said now. Again, when they talk, so.
Yeah, I know. When I'm reading about this, I'm like, okay, do I trust this? Because, whatever. So, but yeah, I mean, it does say it. So it says that they can't profit off the phone calls. And they're not supposed to, so I'm praying and hoping that that's true. I'm not 100% true, true with it, but that's what it says. You know what I mean?
What that means that like, let's say you want to sell it to TMZ, you can't do that. You can't go out and sell it, make a profit like that. Like the news stations, the tabloids, whatever it may be.
They would release it just for the hell of it because they were pissed I sued them.
I hope not. They said that they can't release any. Kansas won't, and even if it just being you, they don't. But who knows? I mean, they just ask. Who knows? I don't know. I just pray not, because there are some personal things that really should not go out.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot with a few people, like me and Amy, like my friend Amy, not the other girl Amy.
Not the other one.
There's personal stuff between her. There's personal text messages or detail messages between me and Harley. There's a thread that Aunt Brenda, that I would copy and paste everything on to keep notes,
Yeah.
So.
And they like think you don't talk to Harley.
She don't. Harley don't talk to her.
I know.
What's so funny about that?
About that on there, that's your daughter. You know what I mean? I don't want them to whatever.
What is so funny about that? That was just gross. Harley's been through hell. She lost everything. Everything. She lost her home, her mom. I got a comment about that. I mean, Gannon, her sister, Al, her dog, her home, only to have her family turn their back on her because she spoke the truth for the prosecution.
That's a touchy one, but yeah,
I mean, Harley goes through her phases, Why wouldn't she? She misses her mom. Of course she goes through her phases.
Right.
Like, I'm going to lie and be like, oh, she don't ever get mad. Yeah, she goes through her phases and she gets mad. And I talk to Amy about it, and maybe like, well, this is how she's feeling right now, and then it all works itself back out. So,
she hasn't talked to Amy. This is I do know, since before 2023, since before her trial, or I'm not exactly sure. I know it's 2023 for sure. So this is all old news, because I did know she was talking to her mom, then not talking to her mom, but she has said on her lives.
And that's just emotions that she's allowed to have, because
she's allowed to have them. Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't imagine.
Her mom is always in her life. So, it's hard for her, and she's, her father is deceased. So, like, of course, she's allowed to have that emotion. Just like every time she got mad at me, and then, I would always send a message and say, a mother's love is unconditional. So I know you're mad at me, but it'd be times like, like hard times around certain holidays, or, like that type of thing. It's how you feel when you miss your mom, you get,
I do. And it's totally understandable with her. I mean, you have every right to feel how you do, and she doesn't have you. So, people need to understand that and leave everybody alone,
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
What? That didn't even make sense. People need to understand and leave everybody alone. What the fuck? That didn't even make sense.
She's going to have them.
And then I would call her, like obviously I always called Harley on another account, and then I might message her on GTL.
What is that?
And be like,
what is that? Another account?
And then I would call her, like obviously I always called Harley on another account, and then I might message her on GTL and be like, it was actually her own account, her actual account on GTL. And then, I might message her and be like, hey, what's going on? You didn't answer. And she might first write back and be like, I've been busy with school. Which I know that's just cover up, because she's learned that trait from me, like, I'm just busy with school. I know she's upset. So then I have to send messages to be like, you know, mostly thinking about her and her feelings. Like, don't me, don't, you know, I don't care about mine, you know. And once I do that, then she works herself out in her head, and then she's fine again, you know. So
Yeah. That's how it's going to be, you know, until, you know, whoever, you never know how long, but she's always going to, you're her mom. She's always going to love you and want you, you know.
yeah.
And you guys are really close, so it probably feels weird, you know. I can't imagine how she feels right now.
Yeah. I mean, in a way you do, because, you know, like, yeah, your mom, I'm not passed away, but you still feel the same way she feels, because you can't pick up the phone and call your mom whenever you want to, you know?
Right.
And
yeah.
So you have those same feelings, and the difference is you didn't have anger at your mom, you know, because you're just trying to understand things. You might have more anger at the cancer word, but it's still all emotions, you know?
Yeah, exactly. That's true. It's a lot of emotions mixed. You know, one minute you're fine, and then something will remind you of it, you know, and then you break down. It's kind of like, it's grieving, really.
Yeah, and think about it, like, she was okay for a little bit, and then she was mad at me for a few weeks, and it was simply because a reminder popped up of a place we had been. You know what I mean? And that's okay for her to take that time, because she's got to do whatever she's got to do mentally to be okay, because this is hard for her, you know. And of course she wants her mom around. Of course she wants, you know, everything to be back the way it was, you know. Who wouldn't? So I I never get mad at her. I always just be like, you know, I check on her, and then be like, my mother's unconditional. I know you're upset, but I'm gonna keep praying. And then God always handles it.
You have 1 minute left.
You know. So.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good that you're understanding with it.
Yeah.
And it is true. Mother's love is
Hello, this is a prepaid.
All right. Interesting. Okay, and here is the call. If you want to pick through it yourself with no commentary on Allie's channel. And I appreciate Allie letting me go through this right away, this call. You know, because usually we like to do the 24-hour thing. You're never going to say Letecia's special. She ain't. Hold on a minute. I'm going to put this up here. Now, mystery woman. Okay, people, let me say this. Let me put these hearts back up here, right here. There we go. Mystery woman. Why do you want to knock me out? I want to know why you want to knock me out. Now, let me tell you something. Today is now June 15th, 12:09 a.m. Now, we will be getting June's call, okay? We'll be getting June's. I hope I hear you talk about us and fix things of what you said. I doubt it, but hey. Yeah. Also, people don't realize this. I mean, you even get the visitors list, right? Like if you go visit an inmate, you can get their list. I've gotten Chris Watts's before. I've gotten Wade Wilson's. I've gotten Lori Vallows. Oh, who else? So many. The mystery girl's got a problem with me. And I don't know why. Because I just don't know why. I don't know her, and you know, whatever. I do YouTube and I carry on with my happy self. Do you? She's so pretty. Beautiful girl. You may have named her Yes. She kept bringing me up, man. I have no idea. Gannon Strong. Nope. Nope. No, it was she didn't say you. She said this girl here, this girl that has a problem with me, the mystery woman. I couldn't figure out, Letecia said to me, a barbecue, a lie, and then some other things that didn't make no sense. And then she said a cousin, another lie. And I put two and two together. I'm like, oh, me and Dippy in that lie, we talked about how your husband, how you're related, okay, by marriage, but it's your husband's cousin. A lie. It's a lie. I lie. Sorry, Dippy kept it from me, okay? And I said to her after trial, why didn't you tell me? Because people are embarrassed of her. And what she did, they're ashamed of her. The family is embarrassed. I don't know about the barbecue. There's a barbecue and something else. I can't remember. Boy, let me tell you, this stalker, we got a stalker. This mystery later is a stalker of our channels. And yeah, she watches everything we do. Mind you, I haven't talked about Letecia in 2 freaking years. 2 freaking years. She told the cops the same thing. Lies and lies and lies. I don't know. So I had to stick up for my name, and what was said, I show proof of shit. Everything I say, it just listen, people. My sister's been here for 6 years. We did this case together. She went to where Gannon's remains were found, and she did a prayer there, and it was really weird, but she knows. Okay, a lot of people know. All these new people don't know, though. They don't understand it. Stocky has it. Yeah, it's the mystery. Hey, the stocking mystery lady. How about that? How about that? She sure did. She sure did. Oh my God, a half an hour worth, and she knows my real name. Mm-hmm. Yep. Sucker Ozzy. No mention. No, some things were bleeped out about me, so they're good about that, Allie and Jen Moon. I remember when she went to the bridge, she came on panel with us that day. Yeah, yeah. It was really surreal, wasn't it? She poked the wrong bear. That's right. Nope. And I'm not mean, right? I'm not a mean person. I'm really not. I'm just really passionate, but I'm not going to have nobody lie on me no more. I'm done like being like the nice person in the sense. No, I'm going to come out live and I'm going to be like, hey, okay, let's fix this right now. And I'm not going to let her talk about other creators like that. Yes, she did. Yeah. See, if you knew the relationship I had with Letecia from 2021 to 2021, no, 20 to 2022, my bad. Um, you would know all that within that phone call, but a lot of people don't, and that's why I wanted to go through it and get above, or not get above, get ahead of the game, so people understand. That's not how it went. That's not how it went. Yes, it was strange, wasn't it? It was, yeah. I got goosebumps. You should, they still, I guess, where Gannon's remains were found, there's still a picture of him and there's still flowers. Somebody goes out there and puts flowers out there still. I think it's law enforcement, actually, and whoever else, No, absolutely not. Ever. Never, never, never. I've never used my real name. Why? Online? Put myself in danger? No. So that's really disappointing. This whole thing was. I was in shock when I got a message. I'm like, oh God. And I didn't even know what it was about. And when I messaged Allie back, I go, oh, thank you. I go, oh, by the way, I reached out to her. It was so funny. Allie didn't tell me about the calls. She just said I was talked about. And I told her, I said, yeah, I reached out to her, blah, 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 not realizing, it was May 2025 calls. And that was funny. I go, yeah, I had questions, why she left Kansas. But we pretty much know, people. We pretty much know. There's also a dead zone immediately outside. Yeah, that was weird. Okay. Love you, Divvy. Why don't you have your husband get a hold of his relatives, Letecia's and all them, the family. Not just kidding. I wouldn't even mess with that shit. You're standing up for yourself in a world of presumed guilt. It's yes, I've already been through this shit. That's why. That's why. And I don't lie. So there's that. Love you, Dippy. Good night. Do you like my thumbnail? Do you guys like my thumbnail, though? You like that? So I got some stuff going on, people. We all do, okay? But guess what? My ex-husband, oh my God, let me tell you, he was something else. When I get through working with what he's done to me, once again, I'm putting his face out there. I'm blurring out his face, but he's going to be the poster board. I'm going to teach people about abuse, okay? And how I have lived through a horror story from 2009, right? My life finally, I could live, and the past is the past. Oh, no. Not last Sunday, or not last Saturday. Everything came back, people. All the abuse, everything that man did came back. But anyways, I'm leaving June 23rd. I'm going on vacation. I'm going in a plane. Never been in a plane, so I'm kind of terrified. Never been on vacation, and I'm going to the West Coast. I might go live from there. I'm going to see some peoples there. I'm going to help some peoples. I'm going to see some peoples. And then in August, I'm going to Missouri. Oh, yeah. Hey, stalker mystery lady, guess what? I'm going to Missouri. You want to know why? Because Missouri, I go and I confront law enforcement, and I confront the alleged killers of missing people. Sure do. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you. It was quick, wasn't it? I was mad. No, I wasn't mad. I'm like, oh my God, no one's going to lie on me. So here I'm making the thumbnail, listening to Allie's live. I'm like, oh, no. That's a lie. That's a lie. I should have wrote down every single lie, but I got through it, people. I got through it. I gotta say, I needed Monty for the toilet. And I want to thank Allie and Jen Lou for putting these out here, these jail calls, and letting me go through it tonight. I appreciate it. And in the chat, let me do it again. I got it pulled up. Let me do it again. Here is the call without commentary. But go to her channel, and I think Jen Lou's going to go do a live tomorrow. And they're funny. They do it together. Because Jen Lou despises Letecia. Yeah, she goes off. Want to know you're out, of course, big words for stalker, mystery, lady. Quit stalking me, lady. Quit stalking. That word is funny. Quit stalking. Quit stalking my YouTube channel. Quit it. Quit doing it. Even though it's public, quit stalking my channel. Okay? So let's see. I can't wait. Can't wait for the June calls. When June's over with, oh yeah, I can't wait. You know, it's going to be funny. Every call, it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. I don't teach you to quit talking about people. Oh my God. Listen to me. Oh my God. That'll teach you. Just don't eat a gummy. I did that before I flew once. Oh no. It was like a 2-hour flight. And let's just say, don't do it. She can come knock me out. I don't call the popo ho. Yeah, she's gonna knock me out. You know what? I don't like that. I don't like being someone saying they're gonna put hands on me. That's disturbing. I would never say that. I would never say that. I'd never want to harm anybody like that. Even my ex-husband, even though I've gotten it from him, I still wouldn't do that to him. Well, okay, I'm lying, people. I could do it with my mouth. Okay, I could do it with my mouth. Sure can. I'm going to hurt his feelings, and I'm going to embarrass him after what he did to me. That's all right. But I'm going to do it in a very grown-up way. I'm not going to go to his level like what he did to me. Show him you got ass class. I do. More than he could ever have. I know. God, he was so mean to me. That was awful. Awful, awful, awful. You guys should hear. I'm going to give you this. I'm not going to look at it, but let me share this. Everybody knows, and it's no secret, I was really sick last year. Really sick. I mean, I couldn't eat, the vomiting, everything, right? But there was also some other weird shit going on. Here I'm not eating. I changed my diet, and I kept gaining weight, and I gained 40 pounds. It was fucking bizarre. Mind you, I've been a tiny, tiny thing. Never weighed over 119 pounds in my life. And it's no secret I put on weight, right? And now I'm trying to, have a life, get better. And he tells me I'm fat. It was horrible. I don't even want to talk about it. I'll cry. So I'm going to show you guys this. Hold on. I'm going to not send it to you. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we're going to look at it. Fuck it. Mm-mm-mm. Okay. If you want to go look at it later, this is what I've done. This is part 1 of his little treatment he's going to get from me. Okay? And no, I'm never going to share his name or his face. Everything else I'm going to share or where he lives. Nothing like that. So I made this video. This is me. I was at the gym. I go to the gym 3 times a week. Okay? I'm trying super, super hard to lose this weight.
That was rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
Oh my god, that's so funny, ain't it? Ain't it? Oh my god, what's going on here? Why isn't this working? Oh, there we go. Hold on a minute. What is up? Let's do that. There we go. Let's get a close up. One more time.
That was rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
Okay, did you guys see my shirt? Let me show you guys something. Oh my god. Hold on. Okay, we're just gonna go here.
Rude.
My shirt says, I will put you in the trunk of my car and help people look for you. That's right. That's what I said. That's what my shirt says. Mm-hmm. Can you imagine being a girl, anybody, and you have this dramatic weight gain, like out of the blue, and you changed everything about your life, right? And you can't eat, you're throwing up, right? You throw up water, right? And you throw up water, but you're gaining weight. Doesn't make sense, people. Don't make sense. Did you guys like that? I did too. Do they have 4 legs? Are they human? Who would that be? Who would that be? Good debate. I know, right? And the people, my coaches are amazing. Okay. I got a huge compliment. Okay. I go 3 times a week, right? And they're so awesome. I'm like, there's like, how many of us are in the group? Up to 25 people can go, right? Each class. And it's never the same people, but they know who I am. I'll walk in there. I'm like, hey, I'm in the building. I make people laugh. I do that kind of shit. But they're really good to me. They're really proud of me because my heart rate used to be like 165. I'd be in the red zone through the whole workout because I work out 60 minutes straight. 60 minutes. Half an hour on the treadmill. And then we do the, the rower machine and then weights. And I'm no longer in the red, people. I'm in the green zone or the orange. They're really proud of me on Friday. She could. She's, you know what? She wanted to write to me. She's more than welcome to write to me And I'll tell you right now, live, don't worry, I would never share it. Okay? I just want to know who, I don't want to know who you are. I want to know what I did to you. Hi, how you doing? Riding down the rabbit hole. How you doing? We just got doing commentary. I gave my commentary. Oh boy, did I ever. On this prison call from last month of Letecia and her woman. Allegedly. I'm not sure if they're in a relationship, they're dating, what. But it sounds like it. I don't know. We had a good night, I think. You guys, did we have a good night? So, stalker, mystery lady. I'd appreciate it if you would fix your comments. Do not twist things. Do not lie on me or my fellow creators. Okay? And if you're all worried and stuff, quit watching us. Don't watch us. If you're all stressed out and shit, don't watch us. That's all. That's all you gotta do. Block us. Do what you gotta do, lady. Awesome. It's always nice to see you guys. He knows your Achilles heel. Oh, God. Telling you, it messed me up all week, pretty much. It did. I cried for 3 days. It's like, oh, fuck you. I already dealt with your shit. Hey, I come a long ways away from that guy, okay? He tried to take my life twice. And there's so much more that I don't even talk about. I can't get myself to talk about it. Yeah. And if it wasn't my granddaughter's grad party and my grandkids were there, if it was something else, he wouldn't have gotten away with it, okay? Everything he did. Who does he think he is putting his hands on me? He did that 2 years ago. He pulled my hair. It's crazy. And nobody stuck up for me. No, but I make sure I'm the adult. I mean, come on. Telling my grandson, I'll pay you $20 if you throw a pie in your grandma's face. I mean, come on. What the fuck's wrong with you, you weirdo? Who does that? And he goes, Grandma, I would never do that. I go, okay, sweet boy. It's crazy, ain't it? Nope, he won't. He won't. Definitely not. Because I'm doing this for me. And I started doing this because of doing cases all the time. And like the Wade Wilson case got dark. And I could feel the dark. No, I wasn't dark. But I could just feel there was some darkness within me, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Like being negative. That really wasn't me. And I'm like, wait a minute. I got to step back, reset. And that's what I did. I'm lucky my heart rate goes over 60. Oh. Yeah. Shadow. Shadow. What's going on with Shadow? I'm lost. Okay, let's listen to this one more time because I think it's funny. Okay?
That was rude. That was pretty fucking rude.
Oh Oh my God, I need help, people. People, I need help. People. All right, I think I'm going to go for now. Yeah, so there's that. And I cannot wait to get June phone calls. Yeah, because I'm going to be all nosy and I want to know what the hell's going on because I'm nosy like that. And the funny thing is, it's not the only person. It's only interesting now because you're talking about me. That's the only interest right now. That's it. That's it. All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. Love you. Love you. Love you. Love every one of you. We'll have to do this again. Maybe we can do it tomorrow. We can do something tomorrow. Let me know because I'm not doing anything tomorrow. Oh, I'm going on the treadmill for 50 minutes tomorrow. 50 minutes. You want to know? You guys, I'm not quick. I'm a power walker, right? Do you know how much I get on my incline, people? You want to hear my incline? Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you want to know my incline? I'll give you a moment. Get your thoughts together. Oh, God. Show business. You're welcome, Rhonda. Okay, I'll tell you. My incline is 15 right now. Beat that, people. Beat that. 15 on the treadmill. And I go 3 miles an hour. But I'm a power walker. I am not a jogger. Are you kidding? I'd fall on my ass. Okay? I would. Because I'm kind of like, because of my stroke and all that, I got weakness on the left side, right? But I'm working on it, people. I submitted to your channel. Oh, it's so sweet. Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you for dealing with me through this because I knew you'd understand. I have to get it out when I'm passionate about something, and I gotta say what I gotta say and not let anybody talk smack about me and twist shit. Ain't gonna happen. I know what you're saying. Night, Michelle. Night, Michelle. Yes, I love it too. I feel that pain. I feel a burn. I feel a burn in their legs. No, 15. I do 15 incline, people. Can you do that? Listen, can you do that? Okay, everybody. I promise I'm going to go this time. But yeah, there's that. Love you all. And see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. If there's a case you want to talk about, can you please just put it in the comments or somewhere? Let me know. Okay? I want to see what everybody's into because I really haven't been around for a month. So yeah, there's that. Oh, ain't that cute? Look at those little hearts. Yes, J13. It was wonderful. Even though I got off my rocker a little bit. Hey, passionate. All right, everybody. Love ya.